In live.
Now.
Yeah, we can't go live because it still says we've got 1 minute 8, 7, 6.
Oh yeah, it's only 2 minutes too. We start early.
It builds the anticipation.
Well, for us.
Oh no, I'll give up. I can't be bothered. Right, okay. Hello, good evening. Welcome. Flory Models live on Saturday night on a gorgeous sunny day. As the sun moves around more and more in the year, at the moment I've got half an orange blind and it will, that's why I get tango during the evenings. But we are here back with you. To be honest with you, tonight it's going to be very, very informal. So I wouldn't hold your breath on getting too much out of us because we're all knackered. I've been mowing lawns and going to Plymouth and stuff. So yes, proper knackered out. Matt's been having a barbecue.
Well,
not brilliant.
Not really. No, we attempted an attempted barbecue that failed dismally. We've had a kitchen barbecue instead.
Yeah, which is probably the best way.
Yeah. No food poisoning.
Food poisoning. Yeah, well, that's it. And Andy, what have you been up to today?
Fixing some trim on the double glazed window at the front.
Do you know what? My mum's has got that problem.
Has it?
Yeah. What is it? They're all falling off. Is this something that's happening? Coronavirus and plastic trim falling off of windows?
I don't know. Weird, isn't it? Yeah.
I had a phone call from my mum yesterday. Said, "Oh, I've got a problem," and it's like, "Oh God, what?" And she's like, "The plastic trim's falling off and it's flapping around outside." Yeah. And it's like, which bit? And she explained the bit, and I know what it is. And it's like, well, look, it's not exactly life and death, is it? I think it'd be fine. It's not going to let water in. It just needs to be stuck back on. And so I said, look,
trim that goes at the top of the window, and it was like hanging down, flapping around, and she'll notice it when she was on the phone to her mum. So ended up taking it off, cleaning it up, and siliconing it back up. So
yes, I must admit, round here, all you can hear is hammering, screwdrivers, mowers, chainsaws, pressure washers.
Yeah,
it's like the cleanest cars and houses anywhere you can find, because that's what all everyone's been doing.
I tell you, people are proper scraping the barrel for things to do, aren't they? When they're just locked in.
I was going to say, give it a couple of weeks, people will be really thinking, like, what else seriously could I possibly do? So, yes, very good. So, anyway, welcome to everybody in live chat. I've got both chats on one screen, which is a bit weird. And, amazingly, I've got the new camera, although it does need setting up a bit. This is the new camera. Ta-da! So that's the new camera. That means my old camera can go back over there in the spray booth, but now I need to reset all the white balances and that because it doesn't look as good as the webcam did. But it means I have got set up. But I do have the camera that is up and running, which means now I can have. And Andy's got a mode. Andy, you've got to turn yours on as well in a minute.
Andy, got yours as well.
Look, there we go. We have overall webcam mode up in this one. We call it the Big Brother. Andy's got a version of it as well. Oh, he's died. He's gone. Hold on, he's coming back.
Hold on, he's flicking through his 15 cameras.
Yeah, he's got more cameras than the Big Brother ass in there. There he is, look. Look at that. There's the overall, so you can see everything that's on the top shelf as well.
That's tidied up, didn't I, this afternoon?
So that's it. Oh, Molster's moved, because Molly normally, would be able to normally see her down there. That's her toys. So she's moved. So yes, that gives it a bit more overall to see everything that's going. To be honest, you can see pretty much all of Matt's from there.
Yeah, there's not much more to see, I'm afraid, in here.
Yes.
This is it.
I think that's what we need to do at the unit, though. We need a Big Brother camera overlooking. We'll put it up on the mezzanine level, looking down over the warehouse.
Yeah, it would be quite good, actually.
Then I can check up on you lot. I just need a tannoy then. Like, oi, go on with it.
You need one in the office, though, instead.
Yes, we have cameras everywhere following you around. So, yes, so we have Big Brother mode on as well. So we've got multiple cameras from multiple locations all over it, although clicking them in and off is going to be a real handful now doing all of these. There might be. I trust you all well. Go on.
Sorry, Andy, just move your chair to your to the left.
Yeah, see, I see the pile behind you. Go on.
Yeah, go on, just move to the left.
Go on. Oh, look.
Go in, keep going.
Keep going.
Spin round. There we go.
You're better if I move that way, actually. I don't know which way best to move.
There's pits there out in the hallway.
And how many deep are they?
It's fair, there's only
a dozen.
There's seven there, but 2 of them are actually completely built. So
does that mean your wardrobe is totally full up then in the bedroom?
Yeah.
God, that's
the overflow. So it's the stash overflows overflow.
Yeah.
You're going to go around his house and you're going to sit on the toilet and there'll be a load of kits. Or the bath. Open up the shower full of kits. It's like a hoarder. He's got a problem. He's like one of these hoarder people.
It would be if he had his way.
I'm hoarding, ready for the apocalypse.
The apocalypse. Definitely. Right, just got to answer this. Why not? I will try. Right, okay, sorry. We've got a bit of a, somewhat of a family emergency going on at the moment, which is not a lot we can do about it, to be honest. Let me just say, doing a live show now.
Paul says Andy's got a small room. When you're upgrading, Andy?
When he's
Sam?
Yeah, kick Sam out. Where's he off to uni?
When are you leaving? When are you moving out?
When he's about
when he goes to uni, he says.
when he's about 35.
Yeah, he's not going to go anyway, is he? He's going to be like Timothy Lumsden.
He is, yeah.
He's going to be there forever.
Yeah.
So yes, greetings from Canada. We've got best wishes from loads of people from all over the place on YouTube as well. Hi Phil, Matt and Andy, great to have you from New Hampshire. Have a possible question for Pramjit. Who chooses the schemes to go on their boxes? I don't know. It's probably a good one though. We can ask him. We'll get him back on next week.
Yeah.
Let's face it, he's got nothing else to do. He's fine. Today's mostly been painting a brass tiger. Ooh, on a spade grip of a hurricane. A brass, trigger. Sorry, it's smaller when I'm in this mode. You can see it in a minute from the other camera. Sorry. Right, on a 70-second hurricane. Who does that? That's incredible detail. Good on you. Good evening from Norway. Hello, guys. Hope guys are all doing well. Time to chill. Definitely.
Cheers.
Apart from I keep losing parts. I had the famous carpet model. I had a bit in my hand and it went ping about half hour before we came on. And I'm like...
So what is it? What is it? One of the fins or something?
Yeah, I've had to make one. Hold on, where are we? Other camp. It's that one tonight. Yes, I've had to make one like this, you see, because it's these little fins on the end.
Oh,
so
right, yeah.
I've made one out of plastic card, shoved it in, and I'll try and shape it and form it, and it'll go. Trouble is, it's Brazin weapon set that I'm using for the Big 23. So some of them are plastic, but you see, some of them are resin, and it went off into the sunset, literally. You know what happened there? I'll find it soon in a minute. Once I've shaped it all and done it, it'll turn up.
Of course.
So yes. Look, unless I have my big cam on and then somebody can spot it. It went that way, here somewhere. Trajectory was like that. But I heard it land here, but I've been through it all and it's not here.
Yeah, Roger, the Easter eggs are on Phil's store, not on, well, on Phil's front page, not on the PM site.
No, they're not on the PM site. They are only on the, and they will go back up tomorrow morning. I'll put them up about 9 o'clock when I get out. So that's the thing. I will get that up and run. So it'll be another 5. Okay. Bearing in mind, the first egg was found 11 minutes after 4. The second egg was found at like 27 minutes after 4, and the rest of them were found over it. But they were all found in under an hour. So, but anyway, I'm going to hide them a bit more sneakily this time. So there's going to be 5 more eggs will go up tomorrow at some point. I might actually move it up because obviously it's not fair on the Americans and that. So I will put them up some point tomorrow. So you got entire, but I'll put them up before midday tomorrow. So yes.
There you go. Should be fun.
No, they're there. It's still there actually. The egg from Friday is still where I left it. When you click onto it, it goes, sorry, all the eggs have been taken. So it is still there to find it. So if you want to, it was actually on May the 7th, I think it was. Review of the Special Hobby Sunderland flying boat. That's where it was, and it's still there now if you want to go off and find it. It won't keep you going anywhere. Phil, keep your camera running when you're modelling, so the pings you can slow down and watch from different direction. It flies off. That's it. Thing is, I don't think it's quite in a good enough resolution to be able to see it from there.
Can they see your proper stash from there? Can't is the
No.
No.
It's not quite. Thing is, there's a very great monitor there in the way, as well as the camera.
Yeah.
Look, here we are. This is how it looks like if I move the camera up. There we go.
Small, isn't it?
Small stash. That's it. That is literally my stash now. It runs from here to here. That's it. I've got a couple over here, which you've probably seen from the other angle, but not many.
Hey, what about the ones up on top of the cabinet?
Yeah, but don't forget, that's not all true. That's a real kit. That's not. That's an empty box. The Javelin are cannibalised for other bits. Admittedly, the Skyhawk is. That F-16 hasn't got one in it because that's all bits as well. The Lightning's real, the Catalina's real, the Strike Eagle's real, the rest of them are all real. But yeah, some of them are not quite as real as they would think. So yes.
Can I just say, this Molotov Chrome, when you do like put a bit of leveling in it, it's absolutely epic, isn't it?
It is. It's the future.
That is just like amazing on the
it
bottom.
It just takes off and goes like a mirror. It's really, really good.
I've just got some on the bottom of a. You're not going to see it because the camera will just probably look.
Hold on, let's put it on the big one.
Like you've got on the bottom of a Tamiya bottle.
I know.
Look at that. That's just brilliant.
It is proper epic. 'Cause I've got one on here as well.
Do you know what though? That is thingy just for paint. They've managed to do it. Do you know?
Yeah. Because the thing is, you know, on these bottles like this is what I did. When I redid mine, I literally, if you just put a little bit, even though it's completely dried and gone hard, a little bit of self-leveling thinner, it reactivates it and you go again.
Yeah, that's what I've just done. Literally, I've just done a bit of leveling thinner on it and it's like amazing. Cool. Happy with that. As Marty's Matchbox Makeovers would say.
Yes. There you go. Stu. I did see Stu. Yeah, you got it. Ivan got one. Can't remember the others. Well, I've got them listed upstairs.
Anyway, as you can see, my Buccaneer is nearly finished.
It is looking very good. Hold on, let me get the big one. There we go. Look at that.
I am going to weather it a bit on top because it's very clean. What I did do underneath, look. Bit of a grime wash. Works a treat. And yeah. It's come out alright, to be honest, after all that. Got a few touch-ups to do, but yeah, we're nearly there with it. So, here's to all the naysayers.
What do you mean?
I don't know, when did we actually start these, Phil? Can you remember?
I can't remember, to be honest. I think it was a very, very long time ago.
Oh, it was a very long time ago, but...
Yeah.
Last year, wasn't it?
It was last year, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definite. Back end though.
Yeah.
But yeah. Definitely back end of last year. What colour's the little nav light on the tail?
Some of them, the one on the spine's red, the one on the tail is just white. It's silvery. It's a white one up there, I think.
What about the one underneath?
The one in the middle is a red one.
Not on the spine, underneath. There's a little light underneath.
Yeah, I think that's a red one as well.
Is that red? All right, okay.
Yeah.
I'll get some clear red out and then do that. Right, so.
Phil, what is the best way to weather white? White underside of aircraft. Matt's going to do his in a minute.
Who? Andy?
No, you. You're going to weather yours, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm doing the top. I did the underneath yesterday. But I used the grime wash and it's perfect. And then some oil paints just to do a bit of staining and stuff. I think it's just the shadow brown one, I think. Just to do some deeper, recesses where some panels are and stuff.
To be honest with you, I must admit, with my white, I tend to just give it a wash of dark dirt and it gets caught in the texture and the grime. That's usually where I sort of keep it. I don't like to go over the top with white. So if you've done any pre-shading and things like that, that will show through it. So, but you've got the Vixen over there, it's white underneath. And then say, if you want to go a little bit over the top, then like I did on the Intruder, if you go a sort of flat coat and then put a wash onto it, it gives a very nice grimy look to it. Hello, fellow COVIDers. Is that what we are? Hello from the Ukraine. Hello from Sydney, Australia. Greetings from Ayrshire. I lost the top off my cup today. I've been spraying and it's been a nightmare. I have a Pache airbrush and it's a nightmare getting parts for it in the UK. Yes, I must admit I'm a nightmare with mine because I always, you know, somewhat usually tip paint everywhere. So that can be a little bit of a problem. So down on here, this is the Brazin weapon sets for the MiG-23. So I've been messing around with them. We've done the pylons. We got those sorted today. We've done the little missiles. So I'm going to have a load out of 4 short-range infrared missiles and a couple of these bigger, I think these are radar guided ones as well. So we're going to go with those with the Brazin pylons. So I think once these are painted up and done, but like we were saying before, I've managed to lose one of the fins. It's taken off, so I'm going to sand it into shape. That's my plan. So what could possibly go wrong, eh?
It will be fine.
Be fine. So we just thin it out a bit. Make it a bit pointy at the top. That's it. This will be fine once it's all sorted. Good evening from Sweden.
Hello, Sweden.
Hello, Sweden. Checking in. That's a good angle, Andy. I like that one. It's proper Big Brother, that is. That's like a voyeurism camera, that is. We'll find it on Pornhub later. Especially if Shell comes in to give you a cup of coffee and bends over. You ought to warn her.
Yeah, you should warn her, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, she's already bought one.
I'm not being responsible. So, yes. Just yeah. That's it. It's looking good, actually. See? But, as always, like I was saying before, as soon as I've done this, I'll find it. Because that's just the way I work.
You'd probably stand on it or something.
Yeah. Tell you what I could do. If I go, because this camera's playing up properly today, because I need to set the white balance and whatnot, but what I can do, if I zoom it right in, the people at home can get a very close look at what I'm up to if the camera keyboard locking in. There we go, hold on. So if I go there, that's what we've been doing. So we've just been making up one of these. So I'm just thinning it. This is a 1mm piece of plastic card because that's the depth of the groove it sits in. And we're just coming along now and we're just trying to thin it out and then we'll put the angles in because what it's got to be is the same as these under here. So that's the plan. The master plan. Bill says he tried the brute force and ignorance method with his propellers. Remember that one we was talking about the other day?
Yeah, what happened?
For the props. Anyway, you bastard, Flory, I've broke. No, he hasn't. He says, seems to have done the trick. Amazing what you can achieve with a pair of chopsticks. Look at that. Cool. Glad it worked. Good job. Evening chaps, it's the Flory equivalent to Last of the Summer Wine. Still trying to figure out which one is compo. To be honest, you wait till Keith's on here. That's proper cleggy, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Good evening to Clearwater Beach, west of Tampa, Florida. Very nice. And there's another guy who's in Tampa as well. Just seeing the other sides of Phil's studio, it's fascinating. Always wondered what's behind the camera. Oh, yes. Yes, that's it. You see? This is what... So you get an idea. You guys are on this screen here. There's another screen down there, which is what Andy and Matt are on for me. So I've got them big over there as well, and my camera settings are all done via the mouse down to there. We have the laptop here, which actually runs YouTube Land and all stuff like that. So it's a little bit complicated with all running, but as you can see, I have another workstation here. Got another one over there as well. So this is it. So I tend to slide things back and forth. And what metal paint was that you used? I could not hear the name. That would be the Molotov.
Molotov.
Hold on, I've got it somewhere.
No.
You can get it as either close cams over here tonight, guys. Where are we? I'll tell you what, I have a cunning plan. Look, hold on. Oh god, now we're in whiteboard mode. Oh Jesus, too many buttons. Where is it? We want. Hold on. I'll get there in a second, guys. Trust me. There we go. We want that there. There we go. We get both. So this is it. One way round. This is the refill. Oh, you seeing that upside down? That better. There we go. Why am I seeing that upside down? Do we need to flick the camera? Oh, sorry, the camera's in the wrong way round. There we go. That's the one you want. This is the refill bottle, or you can get them as pens. They come in different widths. I think this is the 1mm. Says it on here somewhere. Yeah, this is the 1mm. Okay, and that's it. Even. There we go. Available from Amazon.
Yep. Well worth the money.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I go like that and that. There we go. So yes, Molotov. You say you get the big refills, which I can't remember how much they are. The pens are about sort of £5 to £7, I think. But you can get them bigger nibs and stuff, but definitely well worth the money.
Here's mine, look. Mine's got the bigger nib on it.
So what size is yours?
2mm.
Ah, right, okay.
I actually thought I bought two and I can't find the other one. I wonder if it's at work.
Oh,
So
right.
I thought I got the 2mm and the, what's your other one?
1mm. Yeah, 1mm.
Yeah. Sure, I've got two. And the life of me, I can't find the other one. Which is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Because I could have done with it to do some chrome work when I was doing my Lamborghini, to be honest, because it's really good for chroming cars.
Yeah.
Because you've got control as well, because it's a pen. But you get the small one, you can just sort of do the window frames, and it's brilliant for it. But that one's a bit thick, to be honest.
I'm going to switch over to this cam because I'm going to do a PVA window.
Oh, look out.
No
That's
pressure.
it.
Don't know where it is. Proper gone, that other one is. Oh yeah, and in other news, before Andy starts that, I broke my God's hand snips. There you go.
Oh, look. Let's have a look. You take a chunk out the top?
Yep, can you see?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I did
Look.
on mine.
I'm proper gutted. If anybody's in Japan, can you send me a new pair? I will pay.
Honest.
Honest, I will. How long have we had them now? Is it 2 or 3 years?
It's too bloody watery.
I think it's 3 years, isn't it, we've had them?
3, isn't it, since?
Yeah.
Well, Isla's coming up to 2. So they didn't have to, so yeah, it's got to be 3 years ago.
Just like that.
Has it got the dome on it?
Yeah.
Good. Hold it upside down, Andy, so you know, like the gravity pulls
Yeah,
it
it
out.
will do.
Reckon it will.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
It'll just run down the sides of a fuselage and ruin it.
And I'll stand here for about an hour waiting for it
Get
to...
Shell in. Get Shell to come and stand here and hold it for you for an hour. This is...
It's actually doing it.
See, look, all this extra work just because it pinged off.
How's the T38 looking, by the way, after...
Yeah, no, he's alright.
Is it alright?
Yeah, I think, but I'm going to gloss it. I'll probably do it in a minute, to be honest. I'm going to re-gloss it, but actually I think we're going to get away with it. You can just about still see it all. So I'm going to re-gloss it, and then hopefully it'll look like the other side again. Me stressed skin. So, yeah, I think it'll be alright. Just thin this little guy out. Right, so clip the cam. Go, we've remade one of these. Look, see, you'd never know. Piece of cake. Flory Models, fudging it since 1998.
That's the way to do it, isn't it?
I unmasked my canopy. It was really foggy inside, I think, because I left those windows open on the side. Spray had gone in, and then just fogged everything up. So I've ended up having to cut the canopy off, and then I managed to scratch the front of the fuselage just there, cutting the canopy off. So I had to sand that all back down, respray it all, and just need to re-weather it now.
I have to say, it's looking very nice. Phil did a couple of shows with his stash behind. I like that angle better, to be honest, but understand if it's not the perfect for videos. To be honest, we had a vote on the site, and everybody preferred this angle. Well, not this angle, clearly. It'll be this angle. Everyone preferred this one. So that was the thing and why I moved it back. Otherwise, I would have had it coming across. And then we used to do another angle, which it would have been where the webcam is, straight in as well. But again, that was the thing. People preferred it the other way, so that's what we went with.
Yep.
The guys in the other chat talking about the snips, the nippers, these ones here. I spoke to the lovely Kareen earlier today, and yes, they are out of stock, and that wasn't my fault. They didn't have many to start with, to be honest, but they're hoping to get a reorder in very, very soon, so you can pre-order through them to, you know, basically secure your position. But this is the version 3, and so I've only been using them really today, so, but it seemed to be fine, all good. But she did say, because I did say if you sold out then, and she was like, we didn't have many in anyway, but they're waiting for new stocks to arrive any day now, so literally put your name down and you'll be first in the queue.
Better get in touch with her then.
Good evening, still lots of people. Bought a small milk from IKEA. Properly, what?
Small milk?
I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps something's lost in translation there. Oh, sorry. A small milk frother from IKEA to mix your paint. Yes, you can do it that way. I think Nathan's got one, isn't he? Did he buy one? One of us had one. That little frother thing.
If it's from IKEA, Nathan would have bought it.
Yeah, that's it. True. Nathan is the IKEA person, definitely.
I've got one somewhere, to be honest with you, but not from IKEA.
Phil, have you seen the new sprue shots of the Hobby Boss 32nd A26B? Seems a little basic. I haven't, I must admit. No, I haven't seen that. New one on me.
Yeah, it's been on. I think Ago shared one this morning.
Oh, did he? It's the only thing, when you're not on social media, you do miss out on this thing. It's the only thing I miss about it, is not being up to date on things like that. The rest of it, yeah, I can go with that.
I think it's going to be like as basic as probably the B24, but like once the aftermarket people get on it.
Yeah.
you'd be able to upgrade it. But again, the price point will be reasonable for the size, you know. So at least then you've got the choice, haven't you? If you really want to add out to it or just build it out of the box, you're not going to pay a small fortune for a basic kit.
Yes.
So yeah, I think if I was going to do one, I think I'd stick to the ICM48 one, to be honest.
Richard says he's looking for the PM store for thinners for the 502 oils. There's 3 thinners. What's the difference?
Well, we're out of the normal odorless, which is the sort of equivalent to this.
Yeah.
There's the matte effect, which I think we're out of stock of that as well now, and then there's the fast dry one. So, like I say, I'm waiting for a order to come in from AK for oils and thinners and metallics and all sorts. So yeah.
Right. The guys are asking as well around, will we be taking the nippers for sale in the PM store? Probably not, because we can't get them. That's the thing.
No.
That's Brevco's department. Have a word with Kareen. If you message her, say we've sent you, she'll put you straight to the top of the list. She probably won't, but you never know. She might.
She might be watching.
A blind man galloping on a horse wouldn't know the difference, Phil, on the missiles. Probably would.
Take that as a compliment. Oh, I forgot to say, knock that off with you.
Must admit, I've got proper intimate magnifiers now. I use them for everything.
Why, do you use them for mowing the lawn?
Hey?
Did you use them for mowing the lawn?
Pretty much.
Missed a bit.
Hey, it's good on the lawn. I managed to get it down to the lowest setting of height cut.
Did you have to demine it first?
Yes, I had to demine it, admittedly. You've got that to come when you get your dog.
Oh god, yeah, can't wait. Yeah, that's going to be put back again.
Yeah, you know my nephew's got that Alsatian.
Mm.
He just bought another one.
Ooh.
It's like, seriously, he needs bumps belt. So he's got 3 Chihuahuas, 2 Alsatians in a small little house.
Yeah.
During the lockdown.
If he's got a garden.
No, not well. It has, but not massive. So talk about demining it. Need a snow shovel with an Alsatian.
Yeah, not my idea of a fun weekend. I'm watching the Andy masterclass of weathering with oils. This is. I'm watching your masterclass of weathering with oils.
Problem is, this bloody paint's still wet.
Oh my lord, I'm out of weathering sticks. Hold on. Oh, fair.
So what colours you got there on your palette?
Starship Filth.
Hold on, I'll make him bigger.
Yeah, make him massive.
Light grey and buff.
Ooh. There he is, Mr. Bob Ross with Mr. Big Old Brush.
Jeez. Is that one of them brushes out of that
Yeah.
kit, is it?
Yeah.
It's actually a good set, that is. Might send you one down, Phil.
Yeah. See how long I last with it.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be a waste of some very good brushes.
What are you trying to say?
Well, you know, the shoe fits and all that.
And here we watch Andy.
I have to read that nose bit's a bit where I had to...
Flicking the brush over the nose. Gently he caresses his model.
Be quite a good voice over that.
Hot breath.
Hey.
Soothing the oils. As the linseed oil leaks onto the cardboard.
Yeah, amazing how much comes out of it when you...
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So that's got a leakage.
Sorry, love, it's leaked. I hate it when it does that.
So this I need to do now is...
Already we got to 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to rig my aerial.
What are you going to use for that? Lucy van der Rosten?
Sang got any.
Oh. Elastic thread?
I've got some of that. It's a bit thick for this, I think, though. Got some little cars. Where'd you find it?
Want some knitting in elastic. It's the future.
Yeah.
Those
You need some-
namby-pamby thread.
You need some knicker elastic.
Yeah, get some knicker elastic in there. Pull some out your tights, Andy, you'll be fine.
And summer's finest.
Something nice and lacy. Clint's saying it'd be interesting to see the Flory membership by country. Be a percentage. There is on the forum an area with that, but I don't know how up to date it is. But look, overview cam.
Overview. I'm trying to figure out where me.
That's it. We're just going to watch you.
Yeah, watch you empty this toolbox. See
Yeah, I'll
what's
wait
in.
for the toolbox to flip over.
Right, guys, get bidding.
When Matt was talking about his wet palette,
That's it.
Is that his sponges ready for his
that's
wet
what he
palette?
uses for sponges, yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
But Clint, it still works out roughly around about 50% of the membership are from the US, and then the rest of the world are after that. Ralph says he's new to modelling, and this stash thing, he doesn't quite get it. Don't worry. It's a great thing to have. Is it a great thing to have a massive stash and then not to build? It's one of those things, Ralph, when you get into this, I don't think any of us do it by design. It's just something that happens over time. Literally, you will, you buy a kit, you put it to one side to do it later, something else comes along, and before you know it, you've got a stash.
It's impulse buying, and why have you got so much blooming blue tack?
That's what happens
Is there
when you
going to be a
don't
world
look at,
shortage?
That's what happens when you don't look at the pack sizes on Amazon.
No.
You wonder why it costs you so much.
What is that
says-
looking for? Your thread?
Yeah, I found some.
Oh,
Like Chris says, if there is a pandemic, it's quite handy having a stash. You look at it in a whole new light.
well, yeah.
Paul's here saying that he's using the AK weathering pencils and they work great when you use them combined with washing up liquid. You can get some really tiny marks.
Well, right, okay, that's handy to know.
Yeah, never heard of that before, so always a good one to try.
So what, I could have tried some weathering pencils on this if I'd actually had some here. I might put it to one side actually and nick a couple from work when I go in and try them on this, just to do a bit of staining and stuff on the top. Because I don't want to go overboard because they were clean anyway, but it just looks too boring at the minute for me.
Yeah, it does need breaking up just a little bit, I think.
It is, it's boring. It just wants something to, you know, perhaps a bit of dirt collected on here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bet a weathering pencil would actually be ideal. I'll try them.
That's the knitting in elastic Phil was talking about.
Prim one.
Camera.
Look, by the time we do that, I'll do mine right here. All right, yeah.
Right here.
Alright, he's on, look.
Oh my lord, I've got 8 miles of it here. It's prim.
What is it? Prim.
And it's like, I don't know, 200 metres, but you could probably stretch it for around the planet twice.
Yeah,
So,
that's forever, that will. And that's the other option is Easy Line,
hold on.
which I've got in different various thicknesses. At fair, I think this is a bit thin, to be honest with you, for what I want it for. So I think I will go with knitting in elastic.
How many have you got to put on it? 1 or 2?
4.
4? Good luck with that.
So it goes from this area here
Yeah,
to that fin there,
yeah,
to the top of the tail,
yeah,
to that fin there,
yeah.
and back to there. Oh, so from there to there, to there to there, and to there to there.
Oh, cool. Just stick the prop on a minute. Have a look with the prop on. Oh, that looks pretty smart, actually.
It does look smart, isn't it? It's a cool looking plane, really.
It is the gun, isn't it? It's ugly but cool at the same time.
Show us the underside then with his bulge. There you go.
Look at that.
Cool.
Oh shit.
What fell off?
Nothing yet. Nearly did. Is that the arrestor up going for a...
Yeah.
It's deployed, you'd be fine.
Mine fell off this afternoon.
Yeah, lost that.
The guys want to know when you use Gorilla Glue on your builds, Andy.
Hey?
The guys
Gorilla
want to know why you use Gorilla Glue and when do you use it?
Never yet. Never say never.
It's just... Is it just in case?
Is that the water activated one or just the normal?
It says indoor, outdoor use, water resistance.
All right, they do another one that activates with water. I've always wondered about that one. Quick question, because Andy can probably answer this because he's cleverer than me. You know those paper clips we showed yesterday, Andy?
Yeah.
Don't suppose you happen to know a name of them?
No.
Can you go back through your history? Because unless you've been on it a lot, you might be able to find it quicker than me.
No, I've not got them, to be honest with you.
If you go on Amazon and you just look up paper hangers or whatever they call them, and that's the, I can't remember what the actual technical name is. Because I bought them a couple of years ago now, and I'll never find them in my history. We'll look
Found
it
some
up.
metal clothes peg clips for socks.
Don't think it's them.
40 for 10 quid.
Oh dear.
Is that
I mean,
for
just-
his
If I share screen with it,
suspenders
go
that
for it.
Andy wears?
Yeah.
I'm just going to share screen, see if it cocks everything up.
God. Sort of. Close. It's not the ones, but sort of.
Look like them, don't they? But without the...
Yeah, it's close. Keep going. They call them paper hangers, small paper hanging ones. That's what they are. You know those ones on the right there? They're like that.
Like them.
Yeah. Keep going. Who knew there was that many different varieties?
Yeah.
Hold on, Toby's found them. Hold on. Yeah, that's the ones. Hold on, let me share screen because Toby's got it. Them. That's the ones you want. That's exactly the ones that mine are. How many is that for? That's for 12. So there you go, 12 for 8 with free delivery. So that's exactly what I've got to the letter.
There you go.
That's them. In fact, I think mine came from the same seller. It's the same picture. I remember it now. Shop fitting. So yes, metal hanging clips for posters and ad signs. That's what you want. Authoritative. Well done to Toby. Well done, Toby. Okay. Do you guys know how much you spend on modelling in a given year? Andy?
Matt.
Yeah. Where's Leslie? I'll check the account.
Yeah, let me get the accountant for this one. I don't think there's enough noughts on the calculator.
Do you know what? I have absolutely no idea. It's a bit different now because I'm in the shop.
Well, yeah.
I must admit, I don't spend anywhere near as much as I used to. You know, it's, say 2 years ago, it was
Tens of thousands.
a good few bob. All that thing. I mean, I know, because I've got all my kits in Excel, and I put the price of the kits on Excel with them, so I know,
Which is dangerous.
the sort of value of how much money's worth it is. Yeah, and it's over.
Yeah.
It crept up to a certain figure, then I sold a load and it went back down, and it's like I got back up to that same figure now. So yeah. I'm trying not to say it.
I do have to say, Jan says, Phil and Matt make money from this hobby. Do we? I wish. I'd like to beg to differ with that, and my accountant would agree.
Yeah, and mine.
So,
Or ours.
yes. One day it might make a profit.
We do it for the love.
This is it, yeah. It's more of a hobby. It's a good job it's not an income, isn't it?
I probably make the most because I get paid from you. So
yeah, I was going to say, actually, this is very true. The only person who actually makes any money out of PM Models is Andy, because he actually gets paid. He's the only person who takes actually a wage. Like $700, I don't think that's a lot. One of the guys saying $700, because you think a modern Tamiya kit will cost you £100, which is what, $130? So really, that's not too bad. By the time you put into it, you know, getting kits, your paints, your sundries, bits and pieces, I think 700 is quite cheap.
what kit's worth, or in one kit?
No, I think he's saying he spends about $700 a year. So
I've got about £10,000 worth of kits.
there you go.
Well, it's not just the kits, is it? It's everything else that goes with it. I mean, everything else must be a similar sort of value as well.
It's as expensive as you want it to be, in it.
Well, yeah, and that, to be honest, that's one of the lovely things about this hobby. Once you've got your basic tools, everything else, you know, as in kits and stuff, that's personal choice, you know.
Yeah.
So in theory, everybody's on the same level. It doesn't matter how much money you spend, because you might be one person who buys one kit and builds one kit a year. If you're happy doing with that, happy days, you know.
And I think, the most expensive things I've got are, the airbrush, but
Well,
could have got a cheaper airbrush, which
airbrush, compressor,
and the
extractor, yeah. So
I guess lights aren't cheap, are they?
But then again, they are, because the ones I bought the other day were 40 quid.
Yeah, they are now. Yeah, but but these things when
they first came out, like all LED lighting and that, was really expensive. But now you can get it really cheap.
Yeah, and if you just buy paints to what you're building and don't get hooked up to buying, oh, that's looking nice.
There you go.
Cool.
Because it's raised panel lines, so I've had to go round them. Look at that. See? Piece of cake. That is the power of scrape cleaning versus sanding properly, and then just going in. Throw it head.
Very nice.
I do. Happy with that. Where's that one? Like Travis is saying, the thing is, kits do go out of production, and that is true. Some of the manufacturers, as we said before, they take Airfix Classic. Some of their best kits aren't available. Why? You know, like their Sea Vixen is absolutely a fantastic kit. Why isn't that available? You know, so sometimes it's worth buying them and sticking them in your stash, because you don't know if they're going to come around.
Yeah, and I've got one in my stash, and yeah.
Well, it is due back out, isn't it? But
yeah,
again, it will be around for a couple of years, I would have thought, and then it will go out the catalogue again. So
yeah,
it's how Airfix do it, isn't it? The problem, I can see the point of it when there's a lot of squadrons either used it, or there's a lot of decal options, like a tornado.
Yeah,
I can see the point of that, where it comes and goes because of they can mix and match and do different schemes and different countries or whatever. A Sea Vixen and a Javelin are very limited with who used them and when they were used, isn't it?
James is asking, why are they releasing the Vixen and Javelin again?
Because
probably two of the best kits, though, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Or they've seen that they're fetching stupid money on eBay and thinking, well, why? It's obviously there's a demand for those kits, so we'll do another run of them.
Yeah. Any more news on the Wingnut Wings? Well, again, there's so much going around the internet at the moment. We were speaking to John, our friend, over in New Zealand, and he was reading up all on about it. They all seem to think it's real.
It's a bit shame.
The chap who was talking about it on that forum that he posted a link to, did seem quite knowledgeable, didn't he?
I must admit, I didn't read it. I haven't actually been on there and read it.
Yeah, basically, he's a journalist from Australia. So he's he says he can't say who he's got information from because it's confidential. But
yeah. Well, they're supposed to give out an announcement. Is it next week or something?
Let's be honest. There's not normally no smoke without fire, is there?
No.
So, it is what it is. But a bit of shame.
The diameter for the... Sorry, just grab this because I saw it. For these is 4 mil. The outer diameter you want is 4 mil, is what I've shoved in there, and it's a seal. It's not... You have to properly squeeze it in, but it does go in. But I've used 4 mil for those. So... Yeah, there you go. Jan's bottom there, 4 mil as well. So that'll do you. But yeah, as you say, I think it does sound like it is true. So I think it's a sad day for the hobby. Wingnut Wings left. They sort of came in hit the floor running, produced some amazing kits. I think they really shook up the modelling industry as well by doing something different, like World War One, and producing amazing detailed kits and set the benchmark for it. A lot of companies have come along, clearly been highly inspired, and let's face it, Copper State Models, I always think, are right on their tail. And like, we've spoken to them, we know them, and they've said that, you know, they draw a lot of inspiration from Wingnut Wings, and that's a good thing. You know, some of their injection moulding, how they can get a Felix Stowe wing out without an injection mark on it is brilliant. So yeah, I think it's going to be very, very sad, very, very sad when they go.
Yeah.
It might be one of those situations. The only thing I'm hoping for is that, you know, they might mothball the company for a couple of years and then bring it back, and perhaps, you know, redesign it, revamp it in a different way, and perhaps, you know, make it more sustainable, perhaps by releasing, as we said, like a Spitfire every couple of years just to pay the bills, you know, and things like that.
Yeah, Patrick said it's certain now Wingnut Wings is gone, question mark. It's not, nothing's been officially said.
It's not officially been said yet, but the internet's alive with it at the moment. Thank you guys for the clips, much appreciated. Thanks for the shows, much appreciated. 3 weeks without the going out is keeping me sane. With this as company to order the display nippers, that's it. Oh, sorry, what's the company? Brevco. If you go on any of the reviews, I'll put the link to it down below, so you can get it. Hold on, let me just, I've got it here at somewhere. Where are we? I go there, and we want to go here, and then we go to reviews, and then we go to nippers, and we go here. So it's brevcomodeling.nl. If you go in here, you'll see it, and this, hopefully, I know it's a bit slow there, so you're up. Wait 10 minutes. There we go. Put it into Dutch. So there we go. That's done. Hold on. This is them, and they do all the display stuff, the lot. So, but it's Brevco Modeling. So it's Brevco, B-R-E-V-E-K. Sorry, B-R-E-V-E-C-O, and then modeling.nl. And look, they get a nice thing there. There they are. Very cool. Right. Yeah, apparently it's $130 for the 30-second scale Tamiya F14. Crikey. So how much in the US then is the 48 scale one? Because over here it's 95 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, it is now. It's gone up about 20 quid in a year.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah. Guys talking about their stash. Finally got hold of some Hataka lacquer today. How much shaking does the bottle need? I see a lot of discolouring in the bottom after a good shake. Usual thing, if they've been sitting around for a while, they do, but they've all got a ball in them. So they do have an agitator in there somewhere. Don't they all have one, don't they? Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah,
so
do, yeah.
They've all got a ball, so give them a good old shake, wake them up, but they have got a lot. It's the only trouble with the dropper bottles. They're a nightmare to get into. But actually, once it starts to go, they don't take much to wake them up. And once they're alive, if you just give them a shake every week, just keep them alive then. They won't settle as much as others do. Don't look like I've done anything.
Say when. Make sure the lid's on.
Yes, wouldn't be the first time. Here we go, starting to white now. But you do need to get them a good old mix, definitely, just to wake them up. There we go, starting to go. Starting to thin out on the bottom and everything. So yes.
Best thing to do is if you get one of them cheap nail shaker things.
Yeah, stick them in a buzzer.
Yeah, saves all the wrist work.
Yes. See, people do this, and it does make. Somebody sent me a photo once. I shouldn't laugh, but it was like natural selection in progress. But they had like a saw with the biggest like G clamp you've ever seen attached to it, with a bit of wood hanging off of it, with a bottle in it, on this thing on a short video, and then they turned it on and could hardly hold it because of it was all out of sync and everything else like that. And it's like, my God, you're going to kill yourself doing things like that. I know it's a cheap fix, but when your life's on the line, yeah, if you imagine it suddenly started to come apart when it's going at full whack, you have bits flying everywhere.
What's this for? Stir paint?
Yeah, he made a homemade paint mixer. It's like Plasmo doing his thing with hypodermic needles, you know?
Wait, that was genius.
If it worked, I'll give him that. But I just don't have a load of hypodermic needles lying around my ass like people have. I don't know why, but...
What I'd like to know is how many people tried it.
How much should I started to tape them? Oh God, no! Don't put them to a saw blade. Oh God, right.
What?
It's alright. They're all talking now about taping them to a sort of jigsaw blade and just shake them that way. Don't do it, people. Honestly. My other half will be very upset if you turn up in a department with like a hacksaw blade hanging out of your head with a bottle of paint on it. She'll know you've come from me.
Yeah.
What's the thing I was using to do my fuel tanks? This is, it's a deburring type tool. It's got on it, hold on, let me change camera to the very close one, which is over here today. I'll get the other cameras all sorted out by the week. Which has got a lethal point on it. So it's got 3, can't really see it at that angle, but it's lethal. They do come with like different heads you can put on these things, but it isn't the usual very attractive handle, you know what they're like, but it has got a lethal blade on it. But I must admit, I really do like it. It's one of these ones which is when you're using it, at the time I thought it was a bit of a gimmick, but I use it all the time, and that's a classic example. If you're going up to something with raised panel lines, you can go right up to it to clean it up and make no damage of the actual panel line, and then you can sand it and polish it. So when it's done, you end up with that. So it's still got the raised panel lines on it, but you've cleaned it really well, and it's a minimal cleaning, so it just stops you damaging raised panel lines and stuff, you know. It just goes round. And then if you use a softer, like the polishing sticks are brilliant for it, you haven't got to do any big cleanup, you haven't caused any scratching or anything else like that. So then if you just come in here with a weathering one like that, polish it up, and it's seamless and it's good to go. So it's very nice and straightforward with that. So again, it's one of those tools you think, yeah, what a load of rubbish, and then you use it all the time. It's quite handy.
Andy, put your overhead cam on.
I'm just thinking at the moment.
Oh, look out. He's having an epiphany.
He's trying to work out how to do this rigging. Oh, yeah.
Well, no, what
is that
it
what it is?
On the actual real aircraft, coming from the little tailplane gets here, it's got some wire, some spring things
Right.
Is that
Trying
technical?
to figure out how to do them rather than just like doing it straight to the
We got a
tail
picture.
fin, if you know what I mean.
Hey,
Hey?
have you got a picture you could show us?
Yeah.
Show us a share screen and full picture of what you mean.
This is probably the easiest one to see. See the bits here?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Trying to figure out what to do with them.
That's a very light shade of dark sea grey, isn't it?
I think
That's the one that
fades out, isn't it?
yeah, that's the one at
Newark.
no, the other
Elwington.
one.
Elwington.
Yeah,
Is
before
it?
it was repainted.
It fades to green, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Are
Do
you
we have
really
it-
going to see them in that scale, though? Is it worth
Yeah, probably not.
faffing? I'll just rig it.
Yeah, I'll just rig it.
I won't think about that. If it's like a bit bigger, then, you know, yeah, fair enough. Any of you two fancy tackling the 48th one?
I would have a go.
What can we trade it for then?
I would do one. I do like it. I think it's a great looking. Great looking kit.
It's not that version Andy's doing though, is it? It's the like the Revell version with
Yeah, it's the normal one. I like the one with the radar underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I prefer. Surprised that nobody's ever done it in 48 really. Even like classic airframes or one of the, you know, lesser known manufacturers ain't tackled it.
No, the guy's talking about the 2001. It's there, look. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. Dun, dun, dun. It's here. So, plan of action for that is I'm starting next week.
Is that next week's project?
That's next week's project. Now I finished the buck. I'll be
Yeah.
on with that, which is handy for this camera angle because it's this long. It's the same length as this is. So I'll be able to have it here doing all the sections. So that'll be fun.
So is this Tuesday's job?
Yes, I think that's Tuesday's job. We'll be on with that, starting on that thing. As I say, luckily I've cut all the bits off the sprue, which took like a day. So we have started on that.
I need to find some out to build.
Yeah, what you can do next.
I don't have no idea because I've actually finished quite a few, haven't I? I've actually got a car in the car. A car in the car.
A car in the car.
Yeah, a Chevy Blazer. An AMT kit that I picked up from Gary.
Yeah.
I might do that. I don't know. I don't know. I fancy I'm gonna have a rummage when I do all my parceling up and see what's in my stash that I tackle. But yeah, don't know. Let's just still go along with the. I tell you what, I could build, and I keep putting it off, but I might tackle my Belvedere
Yeah.
because I know as soon as I start it, somebody will release one. A better one. And it falls into obviously the retro pre 1990 route build, doesn't it? We're doing, you know, the lockdown build. So I don't know. I might dig that out, to be honest.
What was that boxcar thing you had out the other day?
I tell you what, I like that. What, the fly kit?
Yeah.
The super freighter or the freighter, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's going to fill for a review, isn't it? So. And that's not pre 1990, is it?
No. Bit modern.
Is that 2-seat Skyhawk you got pre? What? Where old's that? That's about 2000, isn't it? Or is that mid 90s? I don't know where they were at.
Don't know actually when that one came out. I've checked on Scalemates on that.
Yeah.
Got a feeling if it's late, it'll be late 90s, I think, because they released the single seat first, didn't they?
Yes.
I'm looking at the number. It's a PT43. The Draken is on a 41, and that was released in 2001, 2002. Right. So I reckon it must be after that then. If they're going along with the PT number releases.
Yeah, I would have thought they would do, wouldn't they?
Because the Draken was one of their last good kits before they sort of gave up making kits.
yeah.
Before they turned into being a reboxing company.
Yeah, Deckle factory.
Yeah. Any idea when the 148 Tornado GR4 will be released? Well, the trouble you've got there, Tony, is that Revell have sold a load to Eddard to release as the Farewell Tornado scheme. So that means you won't see it as a normal boxing for maybe a year or two. And then obviously it'll go back to Revell again and they'll do another release of it. But when's Farewell Tornado coming out?
That's not Eddard, that's Revell's own.
That's Revell's own.
Yeah, I know that. That's what we're talking about.
It's this year, isn't it? It's coming out. I don't know.
Yeah. So Revell make it, but obviously Eddard are reboxing it. And when that happens, it means
No, it's not rebox.
No. Eddard's done the Desert Babe, and the Farewell one is Revell's boxing of it.
So Revell are releasing
their own kit.
Farewell Tornado.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought Eddard were releasing it.
No, they've just done the Desert Babe one.
Oh, right. Sorry, I stand corrected. I thought Eddard were releasing it the same way and doing it as a...
No.
Oh, right, got you.
No.
Sorry, do apologise.
The only thing was on about, sorry mate, with the Revell Desert Babe was, they're on about bringing it out with a picture and something else, was it, they said? Which then, how does that make it limited edition?
Well, it's not a limited edition to 2000 then, is it? So...
Well, not when you get the poster and something else in it. Yeah. So whether that will happen, I don't know, to be honest. But there's a rumour. Nathan's not on to ask, is he? He's the man in the know things. But yeah, because also Revell are bringing out another. I presume it's an IDS boxing of a German Tornado as well this year.
Is this him pinging on here? Was he watching and pinging us?
Why isn't he on?
Beam me up, the bandwidth can take it. So I think he wants to come on.
I didn't invite him.
Right, hold this spot. Hold on, I'll get him in.
He was invited, so...
Yeah, should have just called himself in.
Alright, he's coming.
He's in.
Oh God, look, he's in. Alright, he's done it as I've done it. Hold on.
Is it any good? Shall we angle it down a bit?
Hold on, I've got to get you all in. Hold on a minute, I need to turn that one off. Turn that one off. And then, hold on, let me grab you two and split you up.
I've just gone for super wide angle today.
Oh, this bloody thing with me whiteboard. Let me turn the whiteboard off. Right, hold on. That one's got to go. No, that stays on. Which one is it? That one? No. Oh God Almighty! Which one is it? Hold on.
All right, we're not winning anyway.
No, good job. There it is. Right, okay, got it. Right, one of you can go up there. One of you can go down here. Right, Nathan, when's the Tornado coming out?
Which one?
Both of them.
I want to say around about Telford time.
Not far away.
I think they were down for Q3.
What, the Revell one?
Yeah. Let's have a look. I'll tell you in 5 minutes.
I was going to say they are going to be put back though, aren't they, because of all what's going on, so...
Looking at the Revell sig now, because they're usually pretty good at getting the release 2020.
Tell you what, Andy's doing a sterling job with that rigging.
Still comes flinging up.
He's supposed to rig again, it. That's how the wings stayed up, isn't it? Well, 2020.
I can see it.
What, you're rigging? No.
Just about.
Oh, you can. Think.
Citron.
There you go. Everyone's in.
That's it. Nice scissors.
To the future.
Thanks for all the great work you guys are doing. I would like to know. I would like to know, as are not much music minded, what is your intro music? What's the name of the artist? Oh God, Stuart, I can't remember. You paid for the royalty of it.
It's not Rod Stewart, is it?
No, we didn't pay for Rod Stewart, clearly.
God Stewart. Is that his brother?
It's called
It's on
Come
YouTube,
Save
isn't it?
Me. If you go on YouTube and put in Come Save Me, you'll find it. It is on YouTube.
Yeah.
With a proper woman singing it and does a video for it and everything. But we've got the royalty rights for all of it. So we've got like the instrumental version, the short version, the long version. We've got about 10 versions of it. So... you think I'd know that answer really after, because I get asked it all the time, but I just can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Graham says he can't seem to get Johnson clear. What other varnish can you use for used model colour which leaves a white streak? Ooh, white streaky clear coats. What's that, Matt?
White streaky clear coat. No idea. You want some GX100, that's what you want.
Yeah, GX100, which is what we've been using recently. And it is absolutely fantastic stuff. It's done by Mr. Hobby, but it's called Mr. Colour GX100, and it is really, really good stuff. It's one of these strange ones, very thick, so it goes, you thin it for miles. I thin it 70%, and it leaves a fantastically clear, sharp gloss finish. So it's great for doing between coats, all that type of stuff as well. And as we were discussing on yesterday's show, now that clear is a stupid price, it's not value for money like it when it used to be £3 years ago.
No, it's not. And then there's obviously the GX 112, which is UV one.
No, that's the one we're talking about. You weren't on yesterday, so we couldn't say, but it's the stabilised one. We were discussing it. We were saying, couldn't remember what it was. Yeah.
Super clear 2 UV.
Yeah.
Good stuff, nice. Good on, really nice.
Hello from Boston. Hi Phil, was wondering what your take is on some of the best metallics on the market. I'm going to purchase your full line of clay washes in the next couple of weeks. No problem, Sean. Metallics, it's one of those things. Are you talking metallics or metallizer? So for metallic paints, have to say, we've been talking about it a lot recently. Tamiya's new LP range, which is their lacquer range of metals, or sorry, of metallics, are fantastic, but they are a metallic finish, so they're just silvers, yeah, different versions of it, but they're all very, very nice like that. Also, you've got is the Mr. Hobby Super Metallics series, which is these. Hold on, I'll put a camera on so they can see. Where are we? Oh, this is going to move again now. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way a bit. Which is these. So this is the Super Metallics range, really nice. These are your Tamiyas, which is the LP range. Okay, so they're great for silver colours, but they're not a metallizer. If you're thinking metallizer, to be honest with you, I'm a real fan of extreme metals. I use them pretty much all the time, but these are for metallizers. So these are for a metal finish. So like your aluminiums, your steels, all those things that you want to look like metal, then I use extreme metals for it. If I want to paint things silver, so like high speed silver, things like that, then I use these because the pigment is very, very fine. And they're the ones I like. And to be honest with you, there's not a great deal between the Tamiya LPs and the Super Metallics. They're pretty much on a par.
To be honest though, the Super Metallics do like a titanium and a steel and stuff, so they do metallized paint. Because I've got the 204 here, which is the stainless, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the 203, which is the Super Iron. They do a Super Silver, a Super everything.
Yeah, super stainless, super titanium, super chrome. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a chrome one?
Yeah.
They don't do an aluminium though, do they?
No, that's right. They don't actually do a standard or aluminum for our American friends.
Yeah, aluminium.
Aluminum.
Yeah. And then also you've got the buffer balls, which are brilliant, aren't they?
Are there any metallic washes?
No.
No. No. The only thing you could do from that point of view is you can get pigments. What are the buffing pigments? Was it Ushi released them?
Yeah.
Somebody did.
8K and then we've got them as well. It's like the gunmetal and stuff. I've got one.
You can have that and put that into a medium, and then if you wanted a metallic wash, but honestly, it's a horrible product. It goes everywhere. It stains almost everything it touches. So I'm not a massive fan of it.
I don't think you need it, do you? Really? I can't see the point of metallic wash.
Something quite clever with metallic wash, where they put the metallic wash over rivets and then wiped it off, and then all the rivets were like little silver dots, and it looked like the paint had been knocked off the top of the rivets when it was done. So it looked quite. So they only did it selectively to show like on the wing area where people have been walking, but I can't think of another reason to have a metallic wash.
Oh, he's got their phone next to the computer.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
That'll be the one.
I've got the release dates for the Tornado.
Oh, go on. What you got?
The GR4 is due in June.
Mm-hmm.
And the Aster 3, this is why I was thinking third quarter, the one I want, is September.
Right.
So not long to wait for the GR4. Or not. Well, I don't know, do we?
Well, I hope it's not been put back too far.
Yeah.
It depends on shipping and getting it moulded, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hold on, what's Richard talking about? I'm somewhat out of sync here. Don't know. Richard says, with the wings folded, question mark. Oh, where's the rest of the question? I can't find it. Write it down again, Richard. Martin says, hi Phil, hello from Slovakia. Could you do once live a resin model? Never done one. I'd like to do the L159. I'm just a bit worried on how you do them. Funny enough, and it's free to watch. See, there's so much free to watch these days. But if you, I don't know how we do it.
Generous, Phil, in your old age.
I think I must be. I'm losing my touch clearly. But if you go over here to classic video builds on the site,
the Tucano.
it is. We got down in here a Tucano. There it is. And this here is a video all about it, and it's a solid resin kit right the way down to the canopy is resin as well. And obviously you can make it full screen and all the rest of it. I won't do it now because it screws up the system, but it's literally talking about everything about resin. So the entire kit right the way down to the canopy. So I must admit I was really impressed because the canopy is one piece and it's solid resin, but it's clear. That's the weird thing. So anyway, there you go. There's me hacking at its tail, trying to get its tail off. But it's one of those where it's not a perfect kit. I did have some filling to do and some various bits because of chunks falling off and all the rest of it. So but there you go, it'll give you a really good insight, and in there I'm literally filling holes in because there's bubbles in the resin and stuff like that. But anyway, it's free to watch. You can go off and see that one. I think it is I don't know how many's in that part. It's about a 4-parter, I think, video on that one, so you can see that one. It's old school. It's just over 10 years old now, that video, but look, Squadron Green, it's future.
Updates it.
Yeah,
Updates it, definitely. But yeah, you can go off, just click on it and go full screen with it, and you can watch it full screen at your heart's content. It's a playlist as well, so you just follow along with those, as all of these on here are.
Phil, hold on.
Yeah?
Go back up. Whose kit was that Hawkeye?
Oh, that was...
I know it was a dog of a kit.
Yeah, that's the Hobby Boss one.
Hobby
No,
Boss?
Sorry, Kinetic.
Kinetic, yeah.
Is that the Kinetic one?
Yeah.
Didn't you do a resin one? Yeah,
I did. Yeah, that's not the resin one that I did. Yeah, proper. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the resin one. Whatever happened to that? Was that a commission?
That's commission. And funny enough, it's one of our members.
Right.
Who made me do it.
I've got the Italian version of boxing of that.
Yes, thank you, Martin, who's watching this probably. He made me do it.
I hope he was richly compensated for putting.
No, I wasn't. Not after the hell he put me through. And to be honest, he's responsible. I think we can talk about this because I did do him for him over 10 years ago now, but he's still a member. I did for him a Phantom, 48 scale Hasegawa Phantom with everything thrown at it. I think it had all the goodies in that. And also I did for him the 48 scale Tamiya Lancaster.
Nice.
So yes.
So how is the kinetic Hawkeye then?
To be honest, it's all right. It's okay. Yeah. You're better off getting the Italian Rebox because that version you get all the engines in it. That's when I used to do picture-in-picture. Look, ooh.
Yeah, you get the four-bladed and the
So you get the what they call the Super one, which has got different lumps and bumps all over it. But the easiest way to spot it is the engine on the props. It's got like curvy blades instead of the normal flat ones.
Mm.
So, but actually, to be honest, it has its moments, that kit, because it's early kinetic, but it does look quite nice. And I still got it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, just it off.
It's here. Let me get the dust off it from the archives. I tell you what, it still weighs an absolute frigging ton. Hold on, let me just move this out the way.
Change your camera.
Hold on, that's it. One sec. I'm going for the unveiling type look.
Oh, right, okay.
Here it is. Yes, there it is.
It's a big lump, isn't it?
It is a huge lump.
That is big.
Aircraft.
It is a big boat.
Funny, hey, just while you're on about them, please. Look at that I've got.
Ooh.
That has a Gower one off built that Steve gave me.
Yeah.
I could actually finish that off.
You could.
Do you know
That's
what?
the bench queen build, that.
Is that 72nd, like that one?
Yeah, this one is, yeah.
That's what you used to be able to do desk at your old unit,
No,
wasn't
it's
it?
been everywhere, yeah, because I don't know. To be honest, US Navy plays don't do a lot for me, to be honest. So, don't hold your breath, but I might finish it. It's just languishing under here in a box.
So that's
It's
one for
got
the
full
chat.
internals. You can see in through the door.
I reckon Matt should do that or the bison then.
Shut up, I'm doing this.
There you go. Matt's next build is going to be that or a bison.
It's going to do that on the
not.
bison. Yeah.
It won't be, trust me.
Oh god, I need to put it somewhere now. It's a bit fragile. 'Cause it's got bits on all over it. Mine's got, it's got everything, literally.
Have you ever built their tracker?
No, I haven't. And I'd like to do their cod as well. Do the greyhound. That'd be a good one to go along with that one.
Mm.
Yeah, I quite like the tracker. I think that's a funky looking aeroplane, to be honest.
Oh dear. Right. Okay.
Calling the Gannet done.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going near the.
Oh no, well, say I need to just paint the nav lights on it.
Hmm.
Can you see the rigging on it?
Nearly. Yeah, you can actually.
Right. Let's get rid of that.
Just need the windows to go clear now.
Yeah, well, it takes a bit of time. Be done by the morning. It'll look lovely.
Mm.
Are you happy with it now it's finished?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a funky looking aeroplane, isn't it?
Hmm.
Well, that.
It'll look all right on the
Royal Navy
with
table.
the Phantoms and the Buccaneers and things.
Might have to get a Sea Harrier done to go with all these.
Yeah.
Is it a decent 72nd CRA?
Italeri
No, Airfix.
Esky Airfix ones are alright.
Airfix one's alright.
Yeah.
The, who runs the Fleet Air Arm SIG?
I'm not sure.
In 72nd scale, to be honest with you, the Airfix ones are all lovely. I've built them.
Yeah. Nice FA2C area would be nice to have on the table.
Hmm.
Get them lot.
Yeah, no, they're lovely little kits. They are. I did them for a series of videos, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can remember you had one knocking around for ages, didn't you?
In fact, Matt ruined it when he tried to paint Mission Models paint on it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, we both talk about that.
That didn't go well, did it?
No, it was perfect.
Yeah, perfect cock up. Yeah.
Matt, now you're watching, you can do the bison.
No, I'm not
That's from
doing
Brian.
the bison. No, and no.
It's got to be a sale because it's buzzing.
Yeah, somebody's bought it.
What, the bison? Is it on the site for sale?
I don't think it is actually after all that. It's in the shop for sale, but I don't think it's on the site. And put it up quick, get rid of it.
Put it up for $9.99, it'll go.
Sorry, I'm in a bit of trouble. The oh no, I'm back in. Sorry, the chat froze on me. Yeah, it's alright, it's working again now. I lost the chat for the Flory site. Graham says he'd like to see a 30-second butt kit. Well, watch Kitty Hawk for that one.
How's your vortex generators going, Nave?
You know what? I'm probably going to do the space shuttle for a bit tonight, but I'll put it down somewhere. They're going all right. I've done 3 of them as a test.
Yeah.
All right. So I've just got to. I've filled and I've got to re-drill a few that have gone wonky.
Shush, got to stop a minute. How much for the bison? Stu wants to buy it.
Really? Are you being serious?
I don't know. It's in the chat. He's put it up there.
Best price.
Shall we start an auction?
Go on, the
There's
bison.
a review of it somewhere. I don't think it's actually on the site. I didn't even bother putting it up.
Put it this way, right? It's full retail, and I don't know what they are now, but when we got it, it's God, I don't even want to say it. A gobsmacking £170. Okay,
Yes.
but it's negotiable, obviously, that price, because it has been with us a while. I'd be ashamed to see it go, but it was the
To be honest, we're using the fuselage as a downpipe.
It's a lot of money for. Yeah, just watch the review, innit?
Yeah.
We can't describe it. You have to watch the review.
Yes. If you see the review, you'll see what the problem is. And there's a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Shame, really, because it would look stunning built. It looked brilliant.
It would be, especially, the original plan, me and Matt, in our infinite wisdom, thought about doing a, what's it called? The
Oh, the shuttle.
The Russian shuttle, what's it called?
Buran.
Buran. Because obviously it carried the Buran and the fuel tank for it, didn't it?
Yeah.
So you can get the kit in various different flavours. All bad.
Yeah, it's, they've just changed the tail design on the original I can't even say it, Chev, is it? To like a V-shaped one instead of a normal tail, I think. So just to accommodate a Buran. But it's funny because the Buran, as we were saying, the Buran and the actual plane is not. It's cheaper than the actual Bison on its own.
Yeah.
It's weird to get sort of 2 kits for one, really. Because they did a tanker version as well, don't they? The Bison, whatever it's called. I can't think of the code name for it, but yeah, it's rough, isn't it? To put it politely.
To be honest, I think that it's one of those models, again, because it's really big, it needs the detail, and it's very lacking in that as well. So not only are you going to have to do a lot of filling and that just to get the shape all back to normal, but then it has got all the detail on it, but it's just not clean. It's not cleanly molded. You can't really see it, so you need to put it all back in. And but the wings
they're awful, aren't they?
They're awful.
And the engines are the fit because that the gear trouble. It's a labour of love for somebody to do, and it's going to take a lot of time and commitment to do it. And I just haven't got either at the minute.
No, like we were saying before, if somebody does do it, it would be a total showstopper because I've never seen one been built.
No.
I know why, because we've got one, but I've never seen one physically built. So. Hi guys, do you gloss before you decal or weather with Hataka orange range paint? I don't, to be honest, but like we say, it depends on how good your paintwork is. If you've got quite a rough texture and you can, then I gloss it. But if you've done it and it's really nice, then you can probably get away with not. To be honest, I didn't when I put this lot all on. You know, I just went straight over it because it's pretty much gloss paint anyway. So once it's dry, it's hard as nails. Big thing though, make sure it's totally dry before you go over the top of it.
Yeah, I glossed this Buccaneer, to be honest. With attack, well, underneath is LP2 and the top the Attacker, but I did give it a gloss coat for decaling.
Yeah.
So, just in case.
That's how I do it. Just
to back it there. Look, that Cambio's handy. What a specimen.
Makes me look fat. Breathe in.
It's the Big Brother camera. Oh, hello, Lo. What's up? Can't see you. You all right? What's that? Is there no lights on in the entire house and it's pitch black? Is that the problem? I'll turn some lights on for you kids in a minute. So the guy's saying here, so what is the Crusader kit that Buster came out any good? To be honest, you know, it's early trumpeter. It's a nice one. It's got a full engine as I dropped it. That's why Buster became Buster. But yeah, it's actually not a bad kit. It's one of those ones where it's big, but it's quite nice because it folds up and it's slinky, so it easily fits into places. But yes, the video build is we were just looking at it just then. It's, if anybody's like a martyr and wants to watch these things, it's in the classic area. If you want to see Buster before he became Buster, he's in here somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, there's Buster.
Hey, how old's that video?
Yeah, again, yeah, very old. But see that? Buster before he came Buster. Look at all that detail and work that went into it. But to be honest, he's still my favourite kit because he gets used every week. He's not a dust magnet. He doesn't have to hang around anywhere long enough to become a dust magnet.
I don't know. It's got more coats of paint on it.
Yes.
Whose is the Phantom underneath?
What? That's the Hasegawa one.
Is
with
it?
the bits and pieces in it. There you go, look. See, look, we had to get plasticard involved and everything around here. We'd scratch built all the engine bit. So, yeah.
Oh, look, actually, Thunderbird's F-16, is it?
What, in the background?
Below the Phantom.
Oh, right, yes. So, they're the 48 scale ones. I did a dual build there.
Right.
So, yes. That was the one that famously goes horrendously wrong at the end because it just cracks up.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
I take it that's the Academy flanker.
Yes, yeah. There's the Draken we were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, look, a P-47.
Yes, Tamiya. That's the dual one. We did one in Alclad, which is the P-47, and then this one we did in acrylics, and didn't turn out very well. And that's when we found out that Vallejo metallics are crap.
Gotta try it. Whose is the Jag? Is that the 72nd Artillery one?
Yeah, actually, it's a really nice kit. Yeah, it's a really nice kit, that one. For a 72nd kit, it's actually, you were talking about good kits in 72nd, that is. If I remember rightly, I put resin seats in it for some reason. But yeah, old school.
Bill Roger says not got Alexa to switch on the lights. You surprised me.
I can't do it from here because I haven't got an Alexa in here, but I have out there. Shall I shout and see if it does it?
Yeah.
I'll see if it does it from here. Hold on. I'll move away from the mic a bit. Alexa, turn on the kitchen light. Ah, worked. And it did.
Hey. Philip, sod off. Do it yourself.
Do you mind?
It's yours just come on. There you go. Is your kitchen light on?
I hope not. No, it said, did you mean landing light?
Oh, Alexa, turn on the landing light.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, now my Alexa's saying, I didn't understand that because I don't have a landing light mode.
There's some classic kits in there.
Ed says, Phil, you mentioned spraying thinners to remove and blend overspray. Are you using X20 or X28, and do you end up with discoloration of the base coat due to thinning the surface?
Okay, so when you're talking about flooding over the top, no, we're using lacquers. But it doesn't, that's the easy way to describe it. The paint's totally dry and cured, so it's hard, but you've got like a rough texture. So if you've got your model and you're rubbing your hand over it and you're thinking, you know what, it just seems a bit rough. So you literally just flood it with thinners, with lacquer thinners over the top, airbrush it. Obviously don't brush it because otherwise it would just take it all off. So you just airbrush it down and then you just walk away and leave it. To be honest with you, if you have a look at the Iwo Jima, yeah, we did the 1/350th Iwo Jima. If you look at that, I did it on the hull because I put down that anti-foul reddy orange colour and it was, well, it was like sandpaper. So again, I just gave it a coat, did it there, walked away from it, came back next day and it smoothed it all out. But you cannot touch it. Do not touch it, otherwise it'll just go. But you wait for it to totally dry before you do it.
And Trevor says, is the Airfix 124th Harrier GR3 any good?
To be honest with you, the riveting detail is appallingly bad. I built that kit many years ago, and I did the Sea Harry, the FRS1, which is a conversion of the GR1 version, which is also the GR3 kit, and all the rest of it, because you cut the front off to do it. But the thing is, the riveting detail is so heavily done, I ended up going over it with Mr. Surface 500. And I brushed it all over it, let it dry, and then sanded it to take it back. Otherwise, it looks like a colander.
What was his name? Did a really nice one for Telford, didn't he?
Spencer Pollard.
Spencer, yeah. Jen was knocking around with one as well at one point. I don't know if she ever finished hers. So, but yes, here's Buster. They're talking about him in chat. Here he is. So he's silver at the moment. And chrome. But again, as I say, it's one of those kits. Everybody needs a Buster, and it's handy for me because I can hold him. So when I do shows and we do demos and things at the shows, it's handy because I can stand there and just do it. And I haven't got wings that are pointing out, going to stab people. Yeah, but also doing it on camera as well, it's quite good because he lays flat, so I can just do things. So, but yeah, no, he's all right, bless him. One day he'll retire, and we keep saying he's going to get retired, and we have been using Son of Buster recently, which is a mosquito for various stuff, but every now and again we still come back to actually using Buster.
Don't try and strip it.
Christ, I don't think you need brake fluid. You know, we was on about brake fluid the other day. You'd need that on there.
Don't you just get some? Just get a tub of brake fluid, drop it in it and see what happens.
Apparently, the plastic modeler says, Phil, Bison-wise, see your forum, there's a build thread going on there. Is there?
Yeah, Patrick's doing one.
Yeah.
Because he's waited that long for me to start that one. He's
oh, right. There you go.
I'm just doing it.
I haven't seen that yet. I'll have to get into that one.
But I think I remember him rightly saying it's a handful. And
that doesn't surprise me.
You can see why I didn't bother.
That would be a mojo breaker, wouldn't it? If your mojo's even slightly fragile, that would kill it.
Yeah.
As for the Bison review, that's a very good question. Hold on, I'll just see what it's under. I don't think it's on the main site. I'll just check, but I'm pretty sure we never put it across because it was so bad. Have to be in others. Oh god, it's a bit slow with everything going on. I haven't got too many things on the go here. So we've got Angry Birds, we've got things. So you were talking about the Sky Raider, we was on about the Sky Raider the other day, wasn't it? Because Sword did one, so I did the review of it. Remember with the old bulge underneath?
Oh, the AEW one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt used to have one of them. 48th one, didn't you?
Oh, it's the old Esky one. Yeah, I think the one in shop.
Oh look, the match to Argosy. You gonna do yours, Matt?
I didn't know more. It's sold.
Oh. And do you know what it did? It never made it across. That's the review everyone wants to go and see. Have a look at that one. That's classic. That is the Roland VZ10. Yeah, it doesn't look like I put it across.
Oh, just if anybody's interested, if it's booking here, we've got some coming back in stock.
Ooh, cool.
So if anybody wants one, they should be in this week.
Very good. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Right, let's have a look, see if I can find it. There it is, the A model 20-minute video. Here it is. Oh, advert. Tyler is a Grammarly user.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get copyrighted for using my own program.
All the time.
He can't talk to his boss because she's social distancing.
Right, okay, so I don't know if I can get copyrighted for having myself on the screen, but I won't try it. So there it is, that's the kit. When was this? November 2017.
Is it that long ago?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Look, almost 11,000 people have seen this review. I wonder how many went out and bought it.
None.
So anyway, let's skip forward a bit and get to the juicy bits. So there we go. See, look, it's highly detailed internally. You get all the stuff, all the bits, look. All the cockpit, all the bulkheads. It's actually not bad.
All the bits you can't see.
Yeah, no, yeah, all the stuff you'll never see. But look at how much detail it's got right the way through the interior. It's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, at this stage I'm thinking, do you know what? This is going to be a fantastic build. Look, all the undercarriage detail going on there. Got the tail, got the gun going on. Look, you've got all the engines. Yeah, that's it. Looking good. Right the way up until... Hold on. There we are. So it's all looking good. And then we get out the drain pipe, which looks like a dildo. And it comes pre-assembled. Brilliant. If they'd actually got it together correctly. But it's a bit rock and roll, shall we say.
So with all that interior detail then,
That you can't see.
where does it actually go?
Well, you sort of have to slide it in, ain't it? It goes in sort of sections.
Yeah, and some of it, like, is you've got to drill it out. If he rolls it over, you see where
Yeah, you see the bays?
out?
You have to cut all those bays out, which are fiberglass.
And it's filled with foam, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's got expanding foam in it. You've got to go in and dig it all out. And it's chunky as hell, that's what I'm saying. It's proper solid.
You need more than a Dremel, I think.
Yeah. Look, there's the odd seam line.
Sort of thing Nathan would tackle if it weren't so big. He likes
To be honest, that's why I bought a belt sander to do this.
unbuildable kit, so I can send it you down if you want it.
Nah.
To be honest, the box is even crap.
The box is awful, mind you. It's done some mileage, that box, hasn't it?
Yeah. That's a bit of a seam line that needs a bit of sanding.
So I don't know why they didn't do it as a vac form. But
I don't know,
get the vac form that big.
I suppose it has strength, though, doesn't it, with how they've done it, because it is a big...
Yeah. So anyway, we won't watch it all because it's that bad. Hold on, we just need the wings because they're comedy gold. So there you go. You can actually see the foam in the wings.
The join at the front's the best.
Yeah.
Or back of.
There you go. There's all that detail that you need to put in properly. The odd bit of flash. Look, I hate to bash a kit, but it's crap.
But it is the only one in scale.
It is, yeah. It's the only one you can get.
The best bison in 72 scale.
Yeah, that's it.
That's not likely to change, is it?
No.
No one's going to release another one.
No.
I can't see somebody like Models Fit or Zarevster or, you know,
Yeah.
any of them tackle, especially the 72nd. You never know, you might see a 1144th one at some point, but
Paul says, get your Black & Decker sander out for that one.
That's why I bought the belt sander. It's got the odd hole in it, which I actually touched it and it made a bigger hole. Whoops. Oh yeah. Look, that's why I put my finger through the wing. Whoops. Might need some digging.
Neil says, is it the worst kit you've ever reviewed?
I don't
Can't
know.
be far up, surely.
It's got to be in the top 3.
Top 3. It's got to be in the top 1.
Look, you can see all the foam, expanding foam that they pump inside it. So, anyway, we'll leave that there because you can go off and see that one. If you just go A model, 72nd, M3 Bison review, you'll find it.
And Mr. Buller's got the which one's he got? The Midas or the Mainstay? Mainstay, isn't it?
Mainstay, which actually is a far better kit. Because this is the other thing. That's all resin and fiberglass, and then you come back to injection molded, like for all the front and rear.
Yeah.
But to be honest, they're not much better. Anyway.
Just a couple of questions in here, Phil.
Go on.
Peter says, saw your review of the Tamiya Gazoo Batmobile car. That's the Le Mans thing.
Yeah.
He says, is it something you're tempted to build?
To be honest, it is. I do like it. It's a smart looking car, isn't it? You say it looks a bit like a Batmobile. But yes. And I watched that thing. I don't know if anyone's seen it on Netflix, which is all about the Le Mans 24. A couple of years ago now, they did it. It's a bit like the Drive to Survive series. All behind the scenes stuff. And then I got proper inspired watching that. We have Mark Webber in it.
Mark Webber does it now, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's him in it. It's his team they follow. So
yeah. I'll tell you something as well with them Le Mans cars, you could actually do weathering on them because they get hammered, don't they?
Oh yeah, proper, yeah.
He says, thank you for your help on yesterday's show and Matt and the team for getting my PS270 to me so quick. I'm loving it.
Very good. Good airbrush.
We're doing our best, or I am.
I'll show that because obviously we've got quite a large profanity filter on the chat. That's quite a good one, so we'll go show. It says the bison, the NATO reported name dildo.
Martin says, speaking of 72nd kits, I highly recommend the 72nd L29 Delphin from AMK. Smaller version of the 48th kit, a real great little kit. Currently working on it, and it's coming together lovely. Looking forward to the 48th version. I've done the 48th version, that was beautiful, really was.
I've done it as well, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, and I've got the 72nd one around somewhere.
Do you know how I was going? Was it? Oh God, I don't know what show it was, but you know, I was asking about. I think you talked to Pranjit when you dropped me in it and goes, "Oh, what's like a kit you really enjoyed or whatever?" The Delphin from AMK.
Yeah.
Was just brilliant. It's a really nice kit.
Hold on, if we're all on here, who's Skyping? Who's?
No, I'm just.
Who's that?
John.
Oh, that'll be it then. All right, sorry, it's meant to be a thumbs up.
You ought to try and add him from New Zealand.
Yeah, that's it. Live from his quarantine cell in New Zealand.
From his prison cell.
His prison cell. Is Buster ever going to get finished? He was finished. You can go and see the video. Please go and see the video. It's a very old one. It's cut, well, I don't know. That's got to be well over 10 years now. But,
so let's explain why Buster's Buster. Because Phil had the idea at the time of, instead of going to buy a new kit, refurb an old kit. Was it true? Yes?
Yes, it was.
See, I've got a good memory for these things. I did used to watch back in the day.
It would have been, 'cause that was like over 10 years ago now, because it was at the old house.
And then it sort of, I don't know, you did strip it, didn't you?
I did, yeah. What it was, is I came out with an idea about 10 years ago about refurbing a kit. So we actually took Buster and we completely stripped him back to plastic. And it worked well because we used IPA. I gave him an IPA bath and brushed it. And the filler was all fine still, but we went right back to plastic, no problem at all. And we were going to put him all back together. And I had all the parts and all stuff like that. And at that point is when I moved into here. And as a lot of you know, when I moved into here, this place was empty for years. So it was a bit of a doer-upper project. So it was one of those things. It never quite happened. And then next thing you know, we were testing something like, I don't know, primer probably. And it was like, I need something to test. So we grabbed it, and that's how Buster became Buster. So he never got put back together. And then, yes. Hello. What's that? You've just woken up, clearly, because you're stretching like a cat.
Have you, you still got all the bits for it then? Or
no, to be honest, we did have a look. Yeah, now he's way too gone. Can you imagine trying to do it now?
No.
But he's got everything on it, including Zimmerit.
Yeah,
it's got Zimmerit tail. But I did have the wing section, and I had a lot of the stuff. But unfortunately now the front cockpit, you know, whereas before it was all masked and it was lovely, it's all been overdone now. In fact, should we unmask the cockpit, the canopy, see if that's been on? Miss Tamiatate's been on here for over 10 years.
One of the guys asking, what's the best 48th Eurofighter?
Revell. It's the only one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only one, isn't it? 48 scale. Yeah.
And it's just come back out.
To be honest, it's not bad. Once you get past the intakes, it's all right.
I think that's just the Eurofighter thing anyway, that big fronting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the Revell's the best one in all scales. They've done a good job with that aircraft.
It is, yeah, because the Trumpy 32nd one's like a prototype in it or something.
It's expensive and not as accurate.
What is it? Yeah. The Javelin's back out. What's up with the shuttle?
It is. The guys on live chat in here were just talking about, is that a space shuttle? And it is. It's the 1 to 144 shuttle, is it?
This is
1 to 100.
1 to 288 scale or something.
Is it?
Yeah, I've just filled a bit of dodgy scribing, so I'm just jumping from build to build, to be honest, tonight.
If you want to do that one, you can put it next to mine. We can have
really dinky
a thing to go from a 72nd scale one to what was it, 200 and...
1 to 288 scale.
288 scale.
That thing.
The Tamiya one's coming back in, so you could do a 1/200th one at some point.
Yeah, we could do all the scales. I think that's the biggest one you can get, isn't it? 1 to 72nd?
Yeah.
Like that. What's really cool about this base is they've left space for an LED in each corner.
All right, that's good.
I might do some electronics. Might turn it into a nightlight for Isla.
Yeah.
I'm just letting I've just sprue gooed, so I did a dodgy scribing job, so I've sprue gooed it. And this thing is just off. I'm going to try and... Well, I've cut off one of the ailerons, so I need to do the same on the other side.
Nathan Rogers says, do Tornadoes have the same pitot tube, F3 and F4, etc.?
Yeah.
Go on, Nate, get yours out. Have you got it there? He has as well. I thought you meant the real thing.
Oh, that's Andy Walker's. That.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
I think. Yeah. Master just do a pitot Pro in every scale you care to mention. Do you want a MiG-23 one put in the post, Phil?
You can do.
You know something?
Sold.
Actually, Phil, do you know Master stuff?
Yeah.
You know, like Pitos. That's something might be worth stocking.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Might be worth an email
Yes.
find
I'm
out.
going to say
Where's
to
my
Roger,
chat
yeah,
logged
it's the
again?
same Pitot Pro.
Because to be honest, pitot tubes on plastic are never good, are they?
No.
But so, and it's a cheap fix as well because they're not really expensive.
William's just saying about Phil, is there a thing to do on sprue glue? Yes, there is. If you go into the tutorial section, you can get them all via YouTube anyway, but if you go in the tutorial section, it is, wrong mouse, the sprue glue one, I think it's under quick tips. Is it down in here? So just click down in here. Come on, it's all a bit slow today. Oh, sorry, that's me, because my chat room locked. It keeps locking on me for some reason. Not liking it. Right, I think it's down in here. No, Sod's Law. Is it not in there? No, hold on. Go tutorial. It's in one of these. Promise. Try equipment. Making your own styrene filler. There it is. That's it. Yeah, click that one. So there you go. Styrene filler. Tamiya extra thin, and I use 0.25 styrene sheet, but any styrene sheet will do. Don't you want any more on there? No, that's it. Yes. And somebody's asking about photo etch. There's 2 about photo etch all down in there.
But tip is to use not sprue, isn't it?
Yeah, again, a lot of people, and I get a bit of flack over it, and it is the thing, it's using sprue is always going to give you shrink problems, it not going off and everything, and sprue is so variable between different manufacturers, and I know people who take different sprues and chuck it all in to make this, but if you use styrene sheet that's clean, like a bit of this, you know, it's a stable platform. You've got a stable thinner as well, so it just works really well, and you get minimum shrinkage, and that's the difference. Because I was talking to somebody, well, a few months ago now, and they were saying it's a crap idea and doesn't work, and it was like, so what do you use? And he was like, well, I just use bits of sprue, and it's like, well, there you go, try using that. Anyway, he did come back and said, yeah, okay, you were right, so so yes, but that's the thing, make sure you use a good, you know, bit of plastic card, and then that way it's a nice steady, but with all different things in there you're going to end up with all types of things.
One of the guys is asking, are you going to do a review of the ICM Zvilling?
We spoke about it yesterday. Probably not, because it's so nichey. We've only got one, it's in the store, Matt's got it. Matt, do a review on it.
Can't, because they're in a nicely sealed box in a box, aren't they?
You've already reviewed a 81, haven't you?
Have I? I don't know actually, but I don't think I've done a 1.
You know what? I don't think he has.
No, see, I haven't done one. You haven't let me do that, Dad. Your fault.
You've done a 88.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I've done the 88, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you've done a 111. Perhaps I need to send you a 111
See,
down.
I've done an 88. I've done a 217. I've done 2. Oh yes, I have.
Yeah,
Back.
yeah, yeah, you are.
Done the H3.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, so if you look at that review, you'll know what you get.
Yeah, you got 2 of them and a bit with an engine in the middle.
Yeah. Basically, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the guys, I can't see it, said, what's the best way? Where was it? Neil says, Phil and team, what's the best way to lay down gloss white? Use a gloss black primer, question mark.
Gloss white. Where's it gone?
LP2.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm still a fan as well as, don't get me wrong, I do like that, but just Tamiya XF2. And then if you want to gloss it, just gloss it after it.
I find that covers really, really well. That LP2.
Yeah.
That's LP2.
Yeah.
I've got LP2.
White primer is pretty good.
Yeah.
To give you a solid white to go over.
Yeah.
Not that we've got any in stock, but actually the Attacker whites are very good as well.
Yeah, I must admit, I've got the Attacker white.
But we're out of stock of all of them, I think, and there's none in our suppliers, because I'll try to get them.
Brian's asking, sorry, has anyone built the Trumpeter 148th Wyvern?
No.
Haven't you done it, Matt?
No.
Oh no, you did the. Did you do the Trumpeter 48th?
Oh, I've done a whirlwind.
Whirlwind, wasn't it? You did, yeah.
Yeah, no, not a wyvern.
The wyvern, the thing with the big contra rotating props on it.
Yes.
So Stephen's saying he's got a problem with the chat, so he's doing it via here. He's saying at scale hobbyist mail order in the States, the 48 scale F14, the AGM, does he mean the AMK one? Is 50, the Tamiya 92. That's right. It literally is almost half the price of the Tamiya one. When I did the review, that's what I said. At the end of the day, I still think the Tamiya one is a far superior kit, but not for the 40 quid more. It isn't that good. So that was my remark about it when I did the review of the AMK, which I'll let you have back at some point, Andy.
Yeah, when the pandemics finished and
because it was Andy's kit I reviewed. But the thing is say for an extra 40 quid, the Tamiya one is not worth it. But the Tamiya kit is a beautiful kit. If you can't get hold of the AMK one, do the Tamiya one. Does the PM store have the A model Bison in stock? I don't think we've ever put it on the website. It's on the shelf in the store, but I don't think we've ever bothered putting it on the site, have we?
No.
It is taking pride of place in the store. It was at one point, but because people just used to come in and laugh at it. So I've still got it then.
Yeah, it's on the bottom shelf of one of the plastic rackings.
Yes, it.
I think it's now covered in motorbikes, if I'm honest. If I remember, Tamiya motorbikes cover it.
If you want to buy it, make a genuine offer.
Yes. Gordon says, great show. Sure beats the usual cams he usually watches on a Saturday night.
Yeah,
so if you pay coins, you can make Andy jiggle.
Pay enough coins, Matt will build a bison.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we need.
You'll need a lot of coins.
For 1,000 gold, Matt will build it live.
That's gold.
The original infomercial about the Le Mans were the truth in 24 films got me into sim racing, aside from flight sims, combat and civil, and sim racing to that. Very good, yes. I must admit, I haven't done any flight simming for absolute weeks. I can imagine me trying to get on the tanker these days. It'd be an absolute nightmare. Looking to purchase the H&S Infinity 2-in-1, 1.5 and 2. It's a lovely airbrush, but you could save yourself 100 quid and get yourself something else. Don't want to seem to be flogging our own wares, but I do like mine. And if you want to know more, message me. But I don't want to seem to be flogging our gear, but we do sell them. Although, have we got any in? No. Okay. How many kits do you make in a year? I always aim for 15. And so far, I've done 3. 3 big ones, but 3 big so far. So I'm sort of on target. Andy, how many do you do a year?
Probably only about 6, I'd say.
Yeah.
I've got no idea. I've done this year so far. Bearing in mind, I've finished some off, so I don't know if that counts. But I've done, in this lockdown, I've finished 4.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And this is my second one I've done this year, I think.
Well, at my point of view, my contract to my loyal subscribers, you fantastic Flory family, is to do a build a month. So I'm contracted to do 12 at least. So some of them are quickies, some of them are massive projects. So that's what I always try and do. We normally have a bigger one in the summer. But at the moment, we're doing quite well because we finished off the Buccaneer.
Yeah.
So MIG's almost done as well. So, and as I say, we've done the Bandai Millennium Falcon, which was really nice. The big one, 72nd Master Grade one. And something else. What was the thing I did before that? The Gladiator. We did the Gloucester Gladiator. So, and I did the Book Missile System.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, there you go. I'm doing right. So I've done, yeah, the Book Missile System, the Gladiator, the Bandai Millennium Falcon, the MiG-23, and the Buccaneer so far. And then just about to finish off the
MiG
one, the 28, T28.
Oh, T28, yeah. Oh, well, in April.
Yeah.
Jeff's asking, what's the best 48 scale Stuka JU87B1. Is the Airfix one any good?
Airfix, or the Azigal one's pretty good, but I'd say the Airfix now.
Yeah.
I have built the Azigal one and I thought that's alright kit, but I won't mind any crack at the Airfix one at some point.
Is the Italiere one, is that
that's not bad.
That's a good kit, isn't it?
That's not a bad kit either, no. You get full engine and stuff with that one. So yeah, there you go.
The Airfix one's quite good. It's got like Battle of Poland markings, it's got like really early war stuff, but you could use it for a Battle of Britain one if you wanted to, with some aftermarket.
Yeah, there is quite some good stupid kit out there in 48, that's good.
Yeah.
Trying to chop it? Oh, you're trying to chop it.
Yeah, the ailerons on the Javelin have got like a really curvy bit at the front, like an aerofoil section, but this kit is just flat. And the wing is about, in scale, it's about a foot thick on the trailing edge. Ridiculous, this kit.
You thought about scraping it?
I thought about binning it.
Just scrape it out.
Yeah, I could do. I'm just gonna cut it off and then put some plastic rod type stuff on the front of it, I think. And I'm basically just, I'm never going to get, I'll do one model this year, I think, if I carry on with stuff like this.
Hey, look, it's going to be fantastic. It'll be like your Buccaneer. You know, I've picked some, I'll tell you.
I like doing stuff like this, but it doesn't half eat your bench time up.
Yeah, it does.
That's why you can't do stuff like ships and stuff like this, and it felt because you'd end up doing one build.
Because the thing is, to do it right, it takes a long time, as you know, to do things like that, and people aren't going to watch me week after week just fiddling around doing that. So that's why, unfortunately, I can't do projects like that.
I'm doing it like this because I thought I'm only ever going to build one Gloucester Javelin, so I might as well do the best I can with it.
Alex asked, have you built a 111, Phil?
What, HE 111?
Yeah, the 32nd one.
Yeah, I did the 32nd one, the big one. I did the Giant Revel one.
That was nice, that was, wasn't it?
It did, it came out really nice. I was happy. We threw a lot of that as well. It's got a full photo etch interior.
We had one of those on the table at Telford. It's a big old lump, that thing, isn't it?
It is. It is a huge bird, that is. A couple in here. We got Stephen says he's now catching up on 40 years of missing the hobby and he's watching all of the videos. Good luck. So you've got there, what, 100? I think there's 137 video builds, full video builds, and then there's something like, I don't know, Christ. Generally, if you went through the video, I think YouTube count at the moment is something like 6,000 videos on YouTube. So some of them are hidden because obviously they're in the pay area, but there's over 6,000 videos now we've done. What about an F111? Do you know what, we were discussing this earlier, weren't we? We was on this afternoon talking. Yeah. Do you know what?
Yeah.
I might do one this year because I'd like to do an F111.
I can send you an EF111 if you want one.
That's what we were talking about.
It was actually.
Brian, sorry Brian, I haven't replied to you. I'll reply to you tomorrow. I sent some photos of the one he's just working on, and it's fantastic. I have to thank Brian for this t-shirt. It's a lovely t-shirt that I'm wearing. He sent me this one.
Yeah, why aren't you a member?
Good point. I have a word, but yeah. But yes, no, he's done a fantastic job on an EF111. I bought an EF111 once off of eBay, as it had been sold as a unknown manufacturer. So I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll take a punt. And it turned out to be basically a injection molded vac form kit, because it's what it looked like, of an EF111 from a Chinese knockoff company. And I think that's literally what they had done. They had vac formed a Hobby Boss kit and then trying to flog it. And it was awful, absolutely awful. It didn't come in a box, it came in a bag. And the instructions consisted of just literally like old school Airfix, wings go in, that's it, and that was your instructions. No decals, clear parts. They were like just frosty windows, you couldn't see anything through them. So it was one of those where note back to seller, I've got a refund on that. So
Sounds like the Academy kit.
Hey, don't like the Academy kit.
nothing wrong with the Academy kit. It's all right. That's what I'll be. I quite fancy doing it. Say an upper Hayford bird, 90s 80s job.
And which one would that be then? An F111 what?
I think that's the E.
The E.
I think it's the E. So I used to have it, but I've sold it, being the Nuppet.
Patrick's saying, I've glossed my kit with 2 coats of Future, then sprayed some AK primer on top. What's the easiest way to get rid of overspray, or just cover it up again? Cover it again.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Andy on this one because I can tell from his face. Why have you put Future down before the primer?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same, if I'm honest.
I can't get my head around why you do it that way.
That sounds like you're going to get yourself in trouble to me.
It does, because Future's waxy, and I don't know, it's yes. I wouldn't have done it that way. I use it as a gloss coat on top, but not as anything underneath.
There must be a reason behind it.
Yeah. Manuel, he's from Portugal. Hello, and he's working on the FW 200 Condor 172nd Rebel kit. Very nice.
Good
That's a
kit.
nice kit, that.
That's a good kit.
Yeah, it's a cool aircraft as well.
Yeah. See, Revell, good kit.
Who knew?
They did do them.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there you go. They're a good kit they made.
It says because AK primer is the only one I can spray flawlessly. But why have you put the primer on top of?
Yeah,
Future.
why would you go the other way? Yeah.
Oh, stuff needed to be masked off before the little bits of white.
No. Okay. Quick one here. Richard says, how much for the Bison mat? I tell you what, Richard, message Matt on the PM Models store, or just do it via me at the Flory Models. Contact me, and we'll put you in touch. We don't really want to get in a bidding war on here, but yes.
I don't know.
It'd be sad to lose it now. Part of the furniture.
Hey?
It's part of the furniture at the unit.
No, well, yeah. It's for sale.
That's it. Phil, do you have an elf on the shelf? Is that like a shelf of doom? No.
Yes.
I do have a couple of dogs though. They bug me a
Got
lot.
Molly.
I've got Molly. She usually sits on my lap when you're trying to work.
Yeah, he's got Molly on his lap.
Paul's asked, do Tammy do early RAF colours in their lacquer range?
No. They don't do any RAF colours in their lacquer range.
No.
So the only ones that are in the XF range, which is 81, 82, 83, is it? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Attacker's your best bet for that.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, they've only bought them out because of the 30-second Spitfire.
Mm-hmm.
And they still don't do a decent dark earth, do they?
But then weirdly though, in their lacquer range, they bought out light and dark ghost grey, which are American Navy colours, and they're used on quite a lot of air forces around the world. Seems weird they brought them two out amongst none of the others. So they've obviously got something up their sleeve.
No, because that's for the F-14.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it is F-14. No, it's not. No, it's not for the Tomcat.
Why? What did they have?
Because it uses FS for, was it 35237 for the top of the F-14. It's like a bluey grey colour.
What about the D?
It was Ghost Grey.
They use that on the D as well?
Yeah. Yeah, they use light gold grey, which they don't do in lacquer, as far as I know. But they don't do the Tomcat has its own colour for the top. It's like a blue grey. Apparently, just a quick one here, good for if you're in the Vegas area. Hello everyone, just for your information, the US Thunderbirds team will be flying over local hospitals in Vegas at 2:30 in appreciation. Cool.
Hey, are they distancing as well?
Yeah, they have to be 2 metres apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, properly. Probably do.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Thunderbirds, they're bloody close. Air refuelling is a nightmare at the best of times. In the best weather, I'd rather land on the carrier than do air-to-air refuel. Yes, I like to fly my DCS if everyone's wondering what we're getting at. So yes, I like my DCS.
Richard says, Matt, is the 124th Airfix JU87 still available? Nathan.
No.
It's coming out this year.
Is it? Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, Battle of Britain thing, isn't it? Yeah.
We're releasing them for the Battle of Britain. They're doing the 109, that, and the Spit or the Hurricane. I can't remember which they do. I think it might have one or the other. It might be the Hurricane. But they're being re-released this year at some point. Well, might be next year now, but you never know. But they were penned, yeah, to come back out, the 24 stuff. But no, it's not available. It's not in the catalogue at the minute.
Stu, has pinged you a message about the Bison, Matt.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen that as well.
Right. What, a PM or a email? Because I've had no come through yet. Mind you, I've lost my signal. I will thing it and I'll message you back tomorrow to do it on it. Or who was it?
Stu Wellard.
Stu, yeah. I'll message you back tomorrow about it when I find it, wherever it is.
Via contact on the PM store.
Okay.
It says, since I'm a pretty big, sorry, I can't, is it Lupus? Since I'm a pretty big 109 enthusiast, especially the F4 good 132nd, what's a good 132nd and 48 to get?
As a guy was 32nd, or actually the Trumpy ones aren't bad, because I know Rob built, well, he's got probably all of them.
Yeah.
48th ones, he's got to be the Edard ones, I would have said.
Yeah.
There you go, that's just come through.
Yeah, so 109s, that's for those. For Phantoms, if you're looking at 48 scale, then again, you got your Zuccamoris of this world. The Haskell ones are still pretty good. They're basic by today's standard, but the Academy ones as well, they're nice built, those. And then 32nd, well, you've only got Tamiya. The Revel ones are okay, but the Tamiya ones are nice.
Yeah, it's,
They're saying I should do a 111, which I will do. I will do a 111 this year because I quite fancy doing one of them.
so what scheme were the up at Hayford ones in?
They call it the knees and bumps, because it's actually the way they did it, which until you see it you think, is it? And then you see it and you go, oh yeah, so it is. When they do the camo work, it's a girl lying backwards with her chest, so it does the curve of that and then the knees around the cockpit. So it's in the sort of colour, so you can do it black underneath if you wanted to, which is quite nice, and then do the camo on the top.
What camo scheme was it on top?
It's that brown, green and green one.
Euro 1?
It's like a Euro 1 with the black in it, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. That'll be quite a nice scheme actually, won't it?
You could do the ones that went to Baghdad as well. It'd be quite a good one to do.
Yeah.
He says, Andy, did you need a forklift for my auction and orders shipping? Imagine that would be a massive box.
Actually, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all, Keith, to be honest. To be honest, the actual Zero box is not as big as you think, is it? Because we thought it was going to be bigger, and actually it's not as...
You said it fits into a standard box, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does under standard Royal Mail parcel, yeah. Which has surprised me, because I thought it'd be a bit oversized for that. But yeah, it does. It's normal. Yeah, your box is too bad, Keith.
I've got one here from, just seen it. Rick says he's got the Airfix 124 scale Stuka in his stash. Is it any good?
Alright.
One of the better ones, really, isn't it?
John's got one, hasn't he?
Yeah.
John's got the... It's okay. I mean, it needs a little bit of detailing up. But fundamentally, it's a decent kit, isn't it?
I think from all the early ones up until the Typhoon, or possibly the Mosquito, is probably the best one of the early ones. Yeah, the Spitfire Hurricane,
190,
190, 109.
Spitfire Hurricane, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's probably the best out of all that lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
Yeah,
The
until you
190.
got to the
Sorry, the 190 is not supposed to be very good, is it?
No, that's what I've got for some reason.
To be honest, the only thing I've ever built theirs was a Spitfire, and that was awful.
Yeah, I built that as well. That's horrible.
I've never done the others because it
so.
put me off them all. I think after building that thing, I thought I'll never build another one again.
You've got to, I suppose you've got to take into consideration the age of them. Are they from the 60s or 70s?
70s, I think. They're old.
Oh, I know they're old, but
70s, I would say. Let's have a look.
Depends what you call old.
Let's have a look.
The Hurricane's
Trumpets-
not bad,
Trumpets
is it? But
do 1/24 Stukas now, don't they?
You get these books to build them.
Ooh.
Old.
Ooh.
When old is this book? Was first published in 1971. So the Spitfire is 60s then. And it shows you how to proper.
That's quite a good book, actually.
Yeah, it gives you everything you need to build your Spitfire with like build articles, but no colour.
So you think, right, in 1971,
Yeah,
the Spitfire would be what? How old? 40-year-old?
something like that.
Or a bit
30
more.
years
It was in the
30 years old.
30s, weren't it? But it won't be, you know, old, would it? If that makes sense.
It actually it's a good book. It takes you through every little detail, and it shows you how to build the model. I've got the Spitfire and the Hurricane one, but not the 109, weirdly.
Who's the modeller?
The book,
Yeah.
credited by Roy Cross and Gerald Scarborough.
I don't know then.
Never heard on them.
No.
So you ain't got a 109 book then?
No, I've got the Lancaster, the Hurricane, and the Spitfire.
Richard says he's got all the books for the 1/24th kits.
Let's have a look. Painting and display, page 97.
They say John's on about doing his, isn't he?
Paul says, talking about the 1/24th Airfix, what's Harry like? We mentioned this earlier on. It's a bit.
It's not nice. You can make a very, very nice. It's one of those kits where if you put a lot of time into it, you can make something really, really special. There's quite a lot of photo etch out for it as well. But as I say, Mr. Pollard did a fantastic job converting one into a two-seater. He was completely robbed at Telford that year.
I tell you what, he just that.
Not that he held a grudge, but to be honest with you, I don't blame him because what beat him, you know.
That was a cracking build. That was.
It was a fantastic build.
Yeah.
Section on figures.
There you go. Look.
Get the eyes on that.
Yeah, Jesus. Looking at you, kid.
It's like The Walking Dead.
It's something not right. Gets better. Oh, can I get this in?
Editing shot.
It's got Doris.
Dear.
She looks like a blow-up doll.
Looks like something out of a horror film.
Stu says that Roy Cross was the Airfix illustrator.
Yeah, he was. He did all the artwork.
Oh, right.
Just going back to Spencer's Harrier, I think he was robbed because of who he was. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that was that. I don't think that was judged on the kit. I think that was judged on the builder, which is completely wrong, in my opinion.
Davis says he just spent a full half hour trying to get a Tamiya XF19 paint open.
Stand it in hot water. Also,
Just buy one of
stand it
them.
in hot water.
Yeah, hot water on the lid, yeah. But if you buy one of them,
Yeah.
perfect. You just can put the bottle in the blue end so you can hold it well. And then it just fits on like that. And then you just open it. And you've got one end for Tamiya and the other one's for guns.
Yeah, he says he's got one. Thing is, if you get one that really won't go, because I do know what he means, because I've used even a holder and it's threaded it. So if you stand it in hot water in a pot upside down, so do it like that with the lid down in hot water, and it will soften the paint around the lid, and then it will release it. I'll tell you, my nemesis for it is the clear colours, because I don't clean the thread. And if you can see it on there, hold on, let me switch.
Oh yeah, they're terrible.
They are real prone to it. So you see the black on the dark, that's dry paint, and you can see it on the thread, and it will be a sod. There you go. I can't. Yeah, no, that ain't going. So, so what you do, you stick it in hot water like that, and just swim it halfway up, and then give it 5 minutes, and you'll notice it will just come undone, and then you can clean up your threads and do it all properly, and you'll be fine. But yeah, they're like nemesis, the clear coats. They all do it.
Once I find it, got the guns, big bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like the 1,000 or 500 or whatever, and they get all crusty around the top.
Yeah.
I find them difficult sometimes because you can't put a bottle opener on them, and they just really do sometimes.
Do you give Shell a shout?
Yeah.
Somebody with some strength. Get a pipe wrench on it.
Yeah, get the old oil filter grip thing on it.
Yeah.
Just for you, going back to the cap opener, Mr. Cap Opener or whatever, it is good of guns really to do one for Tamiya and their own, isn't it? Because normally a company would just do one for their own
one.
paint.
Yeah.
And why they've ever done it for Tamiya's is good really.
Very good.
Yeah.
Mark says he always wipes the top before putting the cap back on.
I know you should really, but who really does it? So, blimey, it's all past 9.
I know.
Gone.
I know. Time has flown this evening, isn't it?
Hasn't it?
Oh Lord.
Same started at 7.
It is. Well, there you go. That's an informal Saturday night with us.
It is. It is.
So yes. Right. I think we'll call it quits then, shall we, guys?
Yeah.
Just quickly,
Go on.
Brian says if you invert it, put a couple of drops of thinners in the cap. It softens the thread up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, never thought of doing that because that's far too sensible. Plus, I usually make myself a coffee at the same time.
Yeah.
So yes, no, we're all good. Right, okay, we'll call it quits then, guys. So we can go. So yes, thank you very much for everybody joining us this afternoon. Remember, tomorrow from about 9 in the morning onwards, you have to go looking for an Easter egg. Hold on, let me find the Easter egg just to show you the Easter egg so you know what you're looking for. Hold on, let me just bring it up. So let me bring it up. So it's open to non-members and members alike. It's down in here. Here it is. Okay, so if I go to web, so there we go. That's what you're looking for, the blue egg. All right. If you find the blue egg, click on it. You'll be taken to a page, and on that page is a code. If you pop that code at checkout on the Flory Models store, so it's just literally the Flory Models one. So it's this store here. Okay. So if you're in the story bit, so it's only on the usual things I do, which is sanders, washes, and pigments. Okay. Then you'll get 50% off whatever you buy. So if you buy 1 bottle or 100 bottles, you get 50% off. Okay, and that's how it works. So it's only available for the first 5 people who find the egg. Okay, so it's only 5. So we did 5 on Friday, and they were found within an hour, admittedly. But just to make this a little bit more funny, for the bunny hunt, it will be after 9 o'clock in the morning. I will hide it somewhere on the actual Flory Models site. So as I said before, it could be in the vlogging area, okay, on one of the pages in there. It might be in the reviews, okay, and it could be anywhere in there, or in the tools, or literally anywhere on the site. And I will just stick him, and he will be in plain sight. I'm not going to make him small or anything else like that. I know we were joking about that earlier. It'll be like a full stop, but no, he'll be somewhere literally on the site around all these areas. Okay, so he might be in the build videos, he might be in the classics, tutorials, somewhere on here, and that's where you'll be able to find him. All right, so if you go off, click on him straight away and spend it straight away, because it's the first 5 people who use the code. All right,
Mark's saying, can you make it a bit later for them in the US, Phil?
All right, so he's probably
What
got a
time did
very
you
good
say?
point. So all right, so why don't we do it then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so that way they'll be up, because at the latest or earliest it'll be 8 in the morning, won't it? Because they're what, 5 to 8 hours behind us. So, all right. So why don't we do it then? 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so our American colleagues over there can get a shower at it as well. Is everyone happy with that? We good?
Yep. Fine, yeah.
Cool. Right. Okay. So I'll do it 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Start hunting then. Don't start before because it's still going to be in its old place, and I'll move it from its old place and then bring it across. Okay. So that way, hopefully, it'll get everybody sorted then, and you can all go off and have a look at it. Remember, spend it straight away, because I did have a couple of people mention me, and they said they found it, but when they go to use it, it says you can't use it. Well, that's because everybody had used it by then, because it got found. I think the first one got found within 11 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic, and I think the last one was found about 58 minutes after it went. So that was the point. So go off, have a look for it, and then help yourself. Remember, if you can't, then members, you'll get your 15% anyway as normal through the normal way and things like that. So that's how we do. All righty?
Yep.
Cool.
I went to look for it and I even knew where it was and couldn't find it. So
That's because you're hopeless. You tried to cheat anyway, and you just did the search thing, and it came up with the wrong one. That's why. So yes, but no, congratulations to everybody who found it. So yes, all good stuff. Right, so that'll do. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Remember, everyone, stay safe, make contact with your families, make sure they're all good and everything else like that. That's hitting home, very close to home with me now, because I've just had a family member confirm that they've got it and been rushed in with an ambulance. So we will be finding all about this after the show. So, you know, remember, keep washing your hands, keep safe. You're all doing a fantastic job. So just remember. Cool. Very good. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you for the Flory family, as always. Thank you for everybody in YouTube for all your kind comments and feedback. Remember, like, subscribe, mash the like button or whatever it is. Thumbs up button. And ring the bell and everything else like that as well. It does make a difference to us because it just makes us feel better and loved, which is nice. Makes us all warm and cozy. So yes, definitely. Right, thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Wrong one. Need to do it on this one. Hold on. There we go.